William Byron is a self-proclaimed computer nerd who just won the Daytona 500. Yes, the 26-year-old driver came up through iRacing, essentially using computers to simulate what it's like to drive a race car. While he admits his parents chastised him for spending too much time in front of the screen, he believes his story is an inspiration to kids, not to defy their parents, but to follow their dreams. I'm Maggie Gray.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
With your choice of select sandwich, nugs, fries, and a drink, Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag is your go-to. Your nugget wingman. Your hot and crispy fry co-pilot.
Just like us. We're like the bag boys.
What?
Bag boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we bring your food?
For a deal you can count on, bet on Biggie and choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Bag boys.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Includes choice of JVC or crispy chicken sandwich with 4-piece nuggets, junior fry, and small soft drink. Third-party delivery pricing may be higher.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Some law firms specialize in one thing, but there's one here in East Tennessee that specializes in them all. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Fires the ball down the middle. Jason Swain!
It's time to kick off 3 hours of fair and honest discussions that go beyond the headlines of today's sports news.
And for a Tennessee touchdown!
From the Budweiser studios of 99.1 The Sports Animal, here are a couple of guys with over 30 years of combined knowledge of Tennessee sports. Here's Josh and Swain.
Good Tuesday afternoon. Welcome in to Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. We are very excited to be with you for the next 3 hours. We have a busy show ahead. We have news to cover. We have sports coming up this evening. Tennessee baseball's home opener, Tennessee basketball on the road. Court decisions to come, with coaching hires having been made for Tennessee's football staff. Ron Slay will join us 1 hour from now. We'll hop on the sleigh ride with the VFL and SEC basketball legend from 1 until 2 o'clock. VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Schwartz. Swain, how are you today?
I'm fantastic, Josh. You remember the gif of Roe Williams entering the locker room?
It's one of my favorites.
And he's celebrating after a win.
Uh-huh.
That walk he had is entering their room.
He was able to get low.
Yeah, real low. That's
Coach
me.
Roy still had some bend.
We got a running backs coach. We got a linebackers coach. We have completed a coaching search.
How about that?
In the nick of time, man.
Yeah, in a week or less than that.
It's pretty dang good.
Yep.
Pretty dang good. I like the hires. I like the reasons why we made the hires. I think it is time that we evolve and grow up as college football fans and fans of our team and not need a big name to be hired, to be excited, to understand the hire. This is a new college football right now, Josh. I think we have I think we've seen that over the last couple of years, right? The college football is changing. It's different. And I think it's different for us fans and how we look at coaching searches, how we look at coaching hires. The coaches that we thought were home run hires 10 years ago are not home run hires today. The coaches that were listed in the top 5 of 247 and on 3 coaching rankings, that mattered then. It doesn't matter today because NIL and transfer portal, coaches that were great recruiters back when I was coming out, even 10 years ago, 5 years ago, those coaches are not the same recruiters. They're not as good as they once were. So you need a new flavor. You need a new type of assistant coach to be able to thrive in this college football. And I think Josh Heupel understands that. I think Josh Heupel had that in mind when he went out and made these hires. You still need to have the development part. You still got to have coaches that know what they're talking about and making sure the guys are going in the right direction and they're being taught the fundamentals and being taught how to be a better football player. But I like the hires, man. I really do. I don't need a 15-year vet in the SEC. I've seen Tennessee hire those coaches. I've seen Tennessee hire a coach that was really good recruiting 5 years prior at a different school, come here and seem like he forgot how to recruit. I've seen it before. So I don't need that anymore. What I need are coaches that understand how to connect, that understand how to build relationships, that have that burning desire, to have that fire in the pit of their belly, that they're ready to seize the moment and take advantage of the opportunity that they have. Did you see Darrell Sims' tweet the other day? Huh? Did you see it?
I did not see his tweet. By the way, the two hires, running backs coach Darrell Sims will replace Jerry Mack, and the new linebackers coach replacing Brian Jean-Marie is William Inge. Sims comes from Cincinnati, had been at Louisville. Inge comes from Washington with the plan to go to Alabama.
No. He's coming from Alabama.
He's coming from Alabama.
He's coming from Alabama. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Josh.
Okay.
Yeah, he comes from Alabama. He ain't come from Washington.
I was ready to be corrected if need be.
I got you.
On the travel
I got
path.
your back, Josh. I got your back. Oh, yeah. I definitely have your back on that one, man.
Okay, so those are the two coaching hires.
Thank you for the context.
Yeah,
Thank you.
The Sims tweet, as you were discussing what Tennessee needs with the coaches and what they're getting here with these guys.
Well, his tweet yesterday was, "Lord, I thank you." You know what that means, Josh?
Thankful to be a Vol?
This brother has been waiting on this opportunity to be on this stage and coach at this level. And he was a video coordinator and a running backs coach at Carson Newman. That's like high school level.
Right.
No offense to Carson Newman, but when you have multiple tasks, like a high school coach, where you're the head coach, but you're also the strength conditioning coach, you also are the one lining the field, you're the one raising the money for the Booster Club.
You go coach the JV soccer team.
Like you're doing everything.
Yep.
Sims is finally getting this opportunity. He's thankful. He's been grinding all of his life for this opportunity. And he just really got a huge opportunity when he took the job at Louisville. When Scott Satterfield gave him the opportunity to be the running backs coach at Louisville, that was his first. Now he gets to coach in the SEC. So my man Darrell Sims, he is ready. He is foaming at the mouth to prove that he's one of the best up-and-coming coaches in the country. Those are the coaches I want. I got Google. I can look him up. I can see his bio. I can see where he's from. I don't need a guy that is a 10, 15-year vet in the SEC. Don't need it. Not today. Not in today's college football. Because those dudes, quite frankly, Josh Ward, they're lazy. They've gotten lazy. They've gotten complacent. Nick Saban retiring. Head coaches and coordinators going to the NFL. If college football today is running out Nick Saban, what do you think it's doing to the coaches who used to have a lot of success recruiting, who are your quote-unquote SEC godfathers or SEC legends or guys that have coached in this conference for a very, very long time? They don't have that same fire, man. They don't. They don't have the same hunger. So bring me new blood. I like it.
That would be Darrell Sims, the new running backs coach. What do you like about William Inge? He is the new linebackers coach from Alabama's program, swapping SEC schools to join Tennessee.
I don't have as much to say about Inge as I do Darrell Sims. Inge he's coached around. He's been around. He's coached a lot of different places. But I feel like he finally got a chance to coach on the big stage. And he was part of a national championship caliber team. He coached in the national championship. He was going to go to Alabama. but he said, not so fast, my friend, and he is coming to Tennessee. Things I've heard about him is he's a really, really good coach. I think as a recruiter, I think we will see. Honestly, for Sims, we'll have the same approach. We'll see, because coaching in the SEC is different than coaching anywhere else. And so they both have to prove that they can keep up in this conference recruiting. But you have a guy in Inge who's coached longer, different parts of the country, and if he's handpicked by Tim Banks, then that means he's good. So let's go. I will say this about Darrell Sims. His offensive line in high school, because he was a running back in high school, he's from Union, South Carolina, and if you feel like that name feels familiar and that town feels familiar, sounds familiar, well, it maybe is. If you are someone that followed recruiting for the last 20 years, that is the hometown of former five-star tackle Eric Young. Well, Darrell Sims and Eric Young were high school teammates. Eric Young blocked for Darrell Sims. So how about that? Don't that make you feel old? Good, I'm glad.
Honestly, it makes me feel really old. But yes, that is a good note.
This is what I know about Darrell Sims, too.
Uh-huh.
Whoever named him has creativity.
I like the spelling of the name.
Kind of like a Y in Jason.
Yeah. Unique.
I'm just saying. I pick up on the little things, Josh.
DE'Rail. Darrell Sims.
Yes. I mean, it sounds the same way as Darrell Taylor. And we know the last thing Darrell Taylor had to say. That's exactly what Darrell Sims will be saying to his running backs.
I do think we've heard from Darrell Taylor since what you're referencing, but that is what everybody remembers most fondly when it comes to Darrell Taylor.
That's what Darrell Sims will be saying to his running backs before every game.
Can I admit something, by the way?
Only if it's good.
I think that I've called him both Darrell Taylor and Darrell Taylor within sentences, both ways, probably like 70-30.
Well, it's like Garantano and Garantano, or Vescovy and Vescovi. You got to find out how they say it, and then you say it the way they say it.
Was it the midweek broadcast last week? They were just going with Vescovi. That's what it was last week.
They didn't really feel like calling him his right name.
I think they called him Vescovi from the jump, and we're like, well, that's just what it is tonight.
Tonight,
we're not going to go back and forth. We're going to stick with one. So tonight, by the way, at Missouri, it's Tom Hart and Dane Bradshaw. We'll see what they go with. I would bet Vescovi, but
we'll get Vescovi today. I've heard Dane say it correctly. After being corrected, I mean, everyone was corrected.
Yeah.
But after being corrected, I feel like he's going to say Vescovi.
I think you're probably right. Tennessee basketball tonight, Tennessee baseball this afternoon, Tennessee football coaching hires to discuss, and you can join us along the way, 865-656-9900 to join the show. You can call or text in. What do you think with Tennessee adding 2 coaches to the staff? Took less than a week to find a linebackers coach and a week to find a running backs coach with a holiday mixed in. The President's Day holiday, no rest for Josh Heupel, landing 2 coaches. We will continue to discuss right here on Josh and Swain.
Caller 5 right now to 656 wins. Qualifies in the Chill It and Grill It contest. You could win an awesome outdoor grill, a Yeti cooler, and a $100 gift card from Coors Light and 99.1 The Sports Animal. Caller 5 right now.
February is known as the month of love. So that means love is in the air. You can find your perfect match still, even after Valentine's, with Hiller. Get a free UV light when you purchase select new HVAC systems. Get a free whole home surge protection when you buy a new whole home generator, or get 50% off a Discaler when you buy a new tankless water heater. You'll never be more in love with your home than right now when you decide to upgrade some of your home items with Hiller. You can find that perfect match online at Hiller's website at happyhiller.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
Hi, I'm David Brewster, owner of Aqua Clear Water Systems. The next time you're hauling heavy bottles of water, think, why am I doing this? With an award-winning Connecticut water system from Aqua Clear, I could make my own clean, fresh water. Better than bottled. Give us a call at 865-694-1725 or find us on the web at aquaclearws.com.
Aqua Clear, we'll change your water. It'll change your life.
Don't miss the huge arcade gun and knife show and sale this weekend at the Knoxville Expo Center, featuring thousands of rifles, shotguns, handguns, wholesale ammo, and reloading supplies, all at liquidation prices. It's like shopping at the world's largest sporting goods store. Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 9 to 4 at the Knoxville Expo Center.
Join the Sports Animal with Josh and Swain this Wednesday as they broadcast live from Patriot Mechanical on Ball Camp from noon to 3. Brought to you by Axiom Wealth Management, world-class solutions with tangible results, offering a tailored approach to financial security for every season of life.
Hey folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. Buy 2 tires, get 2 free.
No way.
I ain't lying. Buy 2 tires, get 2 free. Any Nissan, any model, any size. And that's for the entire month of February.
Ted Russell Nissan. We got it going on.
And it's going on Kingston Pike.
Experience the best attractions and restaurants East Tennessee has to offer at unbeatable prices with our sweet deal of the week. Don't miss out. Check out 99.1 thesportsanimal.com and click on Sweet Deal.
I remember when I was a little boy and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today, or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store, well, we'll even tuck you in.
If you want a great-looking fence or secure entry gate that will stand the test of time, you need to call Stanley Fencing and Gates. Proudly serving East Tennessee since 2000, Stanley Fencing can customize your fence. Just tell Stanley Fencing your idea, and they'll bring it to life, offering chain link, vinyl, aluminum, and wood fencing. They even specialize in secure entry gates to protect your business. For customized fencing and gates backed by a warranty, choose the Stanley Fence family. Call 865-254-3844 or online at stanleyfence.com.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. You're listening to Josh and Swain on 99.1, The Sports Animal.
Thanks for being with us on Josh and Swain on this Tuesday afternoon. At Josh and Swain. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Swain, I think we just hit the 1,000-follower mark on Instagram. I don't know if that's anything to brag about or not, but we went from 3 digits to 4, so let's keep it going. At Josh and Swain.
All right. That works.
You can't get to 100,000 until you get to 1,000, if my order is correct.
How about 2,000 first?
Okay.
2,000. The next goal is 2,000. But I like your mindset.
If everyone at the season opener, August 31st against Chattanooga, follows us, we'll be at 100,000 plus.
I like it.
Because they're going to pack the house.
I like it. If you're, excuse me, if you're Inge and Sims, you can't recruit 10 5-stars unless you recruit the first 5-star.
That's right.
So I like it.
Follower by follower, we will grow on the IG. How about that one?
I don't like that.
Okay, different plan.
Sounds too familiar.
865-656-9900 if you'd like to join us texting or calling in. Chip noting that maybe it shows things are bad in Tuscaloosa. Do you think that Kalen DeBoer's already had several coaches leave? Are you buying into that?
No, I'm not. Because
that feels like a reach.
I saw how fast DeBoer replaced Inge, I was like, dang, that was fast.
Within hours, yeah. Tennessee was hiring Inge, and then Charles Robinson.
It was real quick.
Is headed to Alabama to coach their outside linebackers.
That was real quick. Like if I break up with you, I need you to be like heartbroken for a couple days, like on the couch, eating ice cream straight from the jug, watching love movies with a box of tissue. I need you to be hurting for a couple days. Alabama was in the club the next day. I mean, they made their hire real quick. Are you going to Alabama, William? Okay, cool. They replaced them real fast.
Yeah, Bama also landed a safety transfer from Michigan who started in the national championship game.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
So you probably weren't interested in that tidbit to go with it.
I just don't subscribe to the
Christian
Empire.
Robinson, excuse me, by the way.
Yeah.
I knew I was off. Charles Robinson is the Yahoo reporter.
Yeah.
Christian Robinson, the new linebackers coach who is coaching the SEC, joining Alabama staff.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to the theory that Alabama's crumbling, but they're not the same, losing Nick Saban. So they'll still be good, but they just won't be as good. If
Both can be true.
Yeah, like if you are a really good coach, you still probably want to coach at a place like Alabama, especially if you're up and coming. They got a lot of money that they pay their coaches. There's still really good players on that roster. It's in the SEC. So I don't think the Empire is crumbling, but I do think there's a brick or two out of place with Nick Saban leaving. A huge brick. I think the foundation is maybe shaking a little bit. Still really, really good program. And right now they still have more talented players than most teams in the SEC.
I'm going to be very curious to see what happens there. One, just because of the obvious storyline of you having to replace a legend in Nick Saban. You know what the expectations are with the program. They still have a good roster, as you're talking about. It's not going to be as good as it's been the last few years. That schedule is not going to be easy either.
No.
There's never an easy schedule in the SEC. There's that qualifier, but they have Georgia on the schedule. You have the addition of Texas and Oklahoma, which is just naturally going to make schedules more challenging on a year-in, year-out basis. The 9-game schedule looks like it is coming in a couple of years, but the over-under for Alabama is 9.5. It's never that low, or hasn't been, with Nick Saban. Now, we'll probably see a drop-off like Georgia's is down a little bit. So 9.5, if they go under at 9-3, that's a really good first year. But Alabama fans are going to say, why are we 9-3? We better not be next year.
Or what? Or what? What you gonna do, Bama fans? Like what you gonna do? Don't make empty threats. Like what are you really gonna do?
Well,
nothing.
In most cases, I would say nothing. With that fan base, there is no telling. I mean, it's a state with tree killings and all kinds of things that happen. So you never know with the state of Alabama.
Correct.
To be clear here.
Correct. There's many examples of Bama fans not doing things like the rest of us normal people, and how they process information and how they decide to make certain decisions that don't make a lot of sense. I get that. Mm-hmm. But, like, what are you really going to do? Call Paul and complain? That's all you're going to do.
Right.
That's all you're going to do.
Right.
Just complain. And Paul going to tell you, you won 9 games. Mm-hmm. Shut up. It's the first season. Okay. He's going to pretend like he's listening, get you off the phone, and laugh at you during the break. That's what he's going to do.
Yeah, you're right. And I'm of an unpopular opinion, I imagine, locally, in that I think Kalen DeBoer is going to be successful there. Again, not as successful as Nick Saban, but nobody should be held to that standard. That's the funny thing is he's being graded on a negative curve. He's being graded on the curve of, well, what did Nick Saban do before him? But I think DeBoer's really good. If you took away the Alabama-Saban part of it, any school hiring Kalen DeBoer and the overall staff he's putting together would look really impressive. It's just that he's going to be judged based on Saban. But I think he's going to do well. I think he'll win at Alabama, just not at the level that Saban did, because nobody other than Kirby could go in there being expected to win at that level.
Whatever. All I know is Coach William Inge
is not there anymore.
Wanted to coach with Josh Heupel and Tim Banks over Kalen DeBoer.
Were you just sitting? Did you tune out until you saw my lips start moving once I said I think Kalen DeBoer will be successful there. You were just waiting for that take to end so you could pick back up with William Inge coming to Knoxville.
That's all I know. That's all I know.
Derek in Orlando wants to know, one question, gentlemen, as an assistant coach, where would you rather be right now, Tennessee or Alabama?
I don't know. I think it depends.
I think it depends, too. Part of it depends on, well, which one's offering me more money.
Yeah.
So, to be clear there.
That.
But let's say the money's even.
Okay. The money.
So the financial offer is the same.
The money's even. Well, if I'm an offensive coach and what system do you want to coach under?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Heupel's is good. He's been successful. Kalen DeBoer has been successful too.
Yep.
And where do you have opportunity? Where do you have connections? I don't think it's a dead giveaway that coaches should want to come to Tennessee right now over Alabama just because you had one come. I just think it depends on a number of different factors. I want to say Tennessee, but that wouldn't be me being honest. I just think it depends.
They have Robert Gillespie on staff. He's coached at both places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the best running back coaches in the country.
Technically, William Inge has been on staff in some ways at both places.
He was there for a little bit. He was there for a little bit.
He's a TLB, tied for a little bit.
No,
I don't think that fits.
No, it does not. It does not fit. He went down there and said, "I gotta get out of here. I gotta get to Knoxville."
We have a question that is admittedly controversial in the text box. It's Tennessee basketball related.
Why is it controversial? We're fifth in the country.
I know. In both polls.
He beat Vanderbilt by damn near 40 points.
One game out of first place in the SEC. Top 5 according to the AP. Top 5 according to the coaches. Top 5 according to KenPom.com.
What's controversial? What you got?
We'll tell you when we come back here on Josh and Swain. 656-9900 to be a part of the show. We tease forward as we come back on Josh and Swain.
To receive breaking news on the Tennessee Vols, text the word Vols to 865-656-9900. That's VOLS to 865-656-9900. The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
The new college football playoff model has officially been approved as the College Football Playoff Board of Managers unanimously approved earlier this morning a 12-team model that will guarantee the 5 highest-ranked conference champions inclusion in the 12-team field, along with the next 7 highest-ranked teams. 5th-ranked Tennessee is on the road to take on Missouri in SEC play. The Vols have won 4 of their last 5 and are coming off back-to-back wins over Arkansas and Vanderbilt most recently on Saturday. Missouri is 0-12 in SEC play so far this season. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock. Coverage begins at 6:30 right here on The Sports Animal. Other ranked teams in action tonight at 8:30. Number 1 UConn takes on 15th-ranked Creighton. At 9 o'clock, 11th-ranked Baylor battles number 25 BYU. Number 19 San Diego State visits Utah State. Number 23 Texas Tech takes on TCU. And number 18 St. Mary's gets a visit from San Francisco at 11. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Wilson Brothers Plumbing. If you are a homeowner, it is good to be prepared. It is good to know who you have in place if you run into a problem and you need help. If you run into a plumbing problem at your home, do not be in a position where you have to panic text, panic call asking, hey, do you have somebody, not knowing if you'll be able to get in touch and get the help that you need when you need it. Be prepared to call Wilson Brothers Plumbing. You can call Wilson Brothers Plumbing if you run into an issue like we did at my home a year ago. They came out and assessed what was going on. It was what we worried about, and they were able to identify the issue, tell us what it would take to fix the problem. They gave us an upfront price that was affordable and fair and did the work for us. Wilson Brothers Plumbing promises to provide the customer service you expect from people that you can trust when you get in touch with them. They can also identify potential problems if you want to get out in front of anything. call Wilson Brothers Plumbing at 865-415-1537. Go online to wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. Wilson Brothers, the proof is in the plumbing.
This has been a big announcement. Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
No one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, they have everything from tequila cocktails and an extensive bourbon category to top-shelf spirits and cocktails served over ice balls, local craft beers, and handcrafted whiskey cocktails, and 29-degree drafts.
Are you ready to turn your outdoor living dreams into a breathtaking reality? Look no further than Knoxville Land Design. From intimate spaces to expansive estates, Knoxville Land Design, with meticulous attention to detail, tailors every project to exceed your expectations and reflect your unique style and personality. Luxury hardscaping, construction, landscaping, design, they do it all, and you can trust them. Visit KnoxvilleLandDesign.com, transforming vision into reality.
Can you smell that? The cold's about to hit the rearview mirror, and you want to make sure spring cleaning is your top priority. You can get insanely clean homes right now just by calling the experts at Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. How about this? 3 rooms of carpet clean plus a free staircase for $119 when you mention me, Tyler Ivins from the Sports Animal. You can book online now. That's at ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Join the Sports Animal with Josh and Swain this Wednesday as they broadcast live from Patriot Mechanical at Ball Camp from noon to 3. Brought to you by Axiom Wealth Management, world-class solutions with tangible results, offering a tailored approach to financial security for every season of life.
They say that good fences make good neighbors, and when it comes to your privacy, Loudoun County Fence is the fencing company East Tennesseans have trusted for over 50 years. Your fence should be durable and stylish. Visit their website at lcfence.com and view all of their great options, from wood privacy to ornamental aluminum fencing. Loudoun County Fence is a family-owned and operated company with over 50 years of experience installing quality fencing in and around Knoxville. They're fully licensed and insured, and their workmanship is guaranteed. For your free estimate, visit lcfence.com.
Matlock Tire has a reputation for being a little bit old school. They're proud to be known for their outstanding hometown customer service. They've been doing things that way for over 60 years. Matlock now offers new modern conveniences, such as family-friendly waiting areas, online appointment scheduling, and you can even shop for tires and see their current stock right from your computer or smartphone. They invite you to stop in to one of their convenient 5 locations or come see them online at MatlockTireService.com. Modern convenience, hometown service, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
Matlock Tire.
Johnson, I've been reading about this geofencing. Know anything about it?
Yeah, boss. We use geofencing through Cumulus Digital to help drive our sales.
How does it work?
We pick precise locations, and whenever a customer enters that location, they see our ads.
That's what I thought.
CumulusDigital.com.
This report is sponsored by the Tennessee Valley Authority. From weathering the storm to keeping the lights on, at the Tennessee Valley Authority, they're on a mission to make life better for our entire community. If you are too, then join them and do good here. TVA.com.
We're tracking plenty of sunshine as we head into your Tuesday afternoon. High temperatures topping out right around 58 degrees, so above average once again. Make sure to get outside and enjoy the beautiful weather now with the light breeze out of the west, as we are tracking some changes on the way by the end of the week. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jacob Durham.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Rebuild your family, regain your freedom, renew your life. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Thanks for being with us here on Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal. We're live in the Tri-Cities every day. AM 640, The Sports Monster. Also, you can watch live or go back and watch if you'd like on YouTube. Stop by the 99.1 Sports Animal YouTube channel. We ask you to subscribe and appreciate you stopping by there anytime. You can chat with us, with others during the show as well, live on the YouTube channel. If you don't start none, there won't be none. The text came from Stan. I asked you if you're interested in a little controversy, because Stan began his text with that, writing in, Swain, I personally don't think Rick Barnes can take our program to the Final Four. Although the defense has picked it up lately, they're not as good as the last 2 years. He had no control over who shoots threes or when they take them. It will get them beat in close games. Your thoughts?
A couple different thoughts here, Josh.
Okay.
Which one you want?
Well, I want to make sure we get one that doesn't have the FCC call in.
Well, Josh, why would you think I would put us in that situation? When have I ever done that?
Well, I don't have the specific dates, but
because you don't have any. You don't have any dates. Nice try.
Okay.
Sir? Number one, who is shooting threes for this basketball team that shouldn't be shooting threes? Because I don't see it. The guys who shoot threes are guys that can shoot. You have Dalton Connect, who leads the team in three-point attempts. He should be shooting.
Green light.
He just dropped below 40% from three. Just. Here we are, almost at the end of February. He just dropped below 40%. He's at a measly 39.6% right now. But he just dropped under 40, okay? You have Zakai Ziegler, who's shooting 35% from three. I think we can agree. He should be shooting threes when he's open.
I trust Zakai with his decision-making.
Okay. Santiago Vescovi. He shot a lot of threes in his career at Tennessee, hasn't he?
I believe he's the active three-point maker in SEC basketball.
Yeah. He's passed up more shots now than ever before in his career, but he's shooting 36% from three. So I think we can agree when he's open, you got the green light, my man. Let it fly. Jordan Gainey, who struggled early, but as of late has been shooting the ball very well. He's shooting 30%. Hasn't been shooting 30% on the last couple of games, but the average at the beginning of the season, or in the middle of the season, has brought his average down. Why was he brought here, Joshua Ward? Why was he brought here?
To shoot and to score.
Okay, he was brought here specifically to shoot. Why? Because he can. So when he's open, we want him shooting. Now, Jamal Meshack, improved shot if he's wide open and he's in rhythm and the ball has moved from one side of the court to the other. You got to let it fly. But we don't see him taking a bunch of threes on a game-by-game basis. We don't see that.
He doesn't take a ton. He gets corner opportunities if he's open there. I want him to take them. He's hit close to 36%. I'll take that from Jemai Meshack for sure.
All right, so those are your guys who are shooting threes. Who's not shooting threes? I can't miss this one. Josiah Jordan James.
Right.
Who has been letting it fly as of late. So those are your guys who really shoot the majority of your three-pointers. We don't see three-pointers from Jonas Adu, even though he probably could make a few of them that he would take. He has a nice stroke.
He's taken 15 threes in 25 games.
On the year, 15. You know who understands the assignment of not taking threes? Toby Awaka. He has not taken a single three. Why? That's not your game. Remember Patrick Ewing told his players when he was a coach at Georgetown? When did you practice that? That's not your game, son. When you
classic moment.
The one-legged step back, that's not your game, son. When do you work on that shot? You don't work on that shot. Like, Toby Awaka will not be shooting three-pointers.
No, he won't.
That's not his game. He understands that's not part of his game. So, like, I don't get it. Rick Barnes has been to the Final Four. It has been a minute. It's been 20 years. But there's not a lot of coaches out here that just get to Final Fours with ease. It's hard to get there. It's hard to win a championship. And if Rick Barnes is going to do it, it's going to be one of a few teams he's had this team, the 18-19 team, he may not reach the Final Four. He may not do it. It's not like he's been getting there every other fifth year or as much as Tom Izzo or as much as some other coaches. So, like, I don't think it's crazy to say, well, you don't think he's going to reach the Final Four. Okay, cool, because it's hard to do it. But to say you don't think he's going to reach the Final Four because the wrong people are shooting threes, that's where you lose me. Because the right people are shooting threes right now for Tennessee. It's a matter of making them or not.
It's very easy to say that somebody can't until they do.
Yeah.
Getting to the Final Four is unlikely for every individual team entering the tournament. It's unlikely that UConn gets there. They have a better chance than most, but it's unlikely they win 4 straight if you go by odds. So, of course, it's unlikely that Tennessee gets there.
They're pretty good.
Can Tennessee get there? I would say yes. Tennessee right now would project as a 2 seed in the NCAA tournament. So they will have favorable odds compared to just about everybody in their bracket to try to win 4 straight to get to the Final Four. I'm not saying Rick Barnes is Jay Wright. Jay Wright has 2 national championships. But, Swain, do you know what Villanova had done in the 7 seasons leading up to Villanova's first title with Jay Wright? Here are their NCAA tournament results. Lost in the second round, lost in the first round, missed the tournament, lost in the first round, lost in the second round, lost in the second round. 7 straight years, Villanova failed to reach the second weekend of the NCAA tournament. At that time, a lot of people were saying, hey, Jay Wright's done a nice job here. He had taken them to the Final Four 8 years prior, 8 seasons prior. But 7 seasons go by in college basketball. That feels like a long time.
Long time.
They hadn't reached the Sweet 16 in 7 seasons. And then they went out and won the national championship.
I mean,
I'm not saying Tennessee's going to win the national title. I'm not saying Rick Barnes is Jay Wright. But Jay Wright was being questioned, hey, can he really get it done here at this point? And then he won 2 national championships in 3 seasons.
Yeah, saying that any coach that has a better tournament record than Rick Barnes, you don't think they're going to go to the Final Four? It's really not a reach because it's hard. I mean, like you just said, UConn is the clear-cut number 1 team in the country. That wouldn't even be a stretch to say, well, I don't think UConn's going to make it to the Final Four. Okay, well, that's because it's hard. You got to be really, really, really good at the right time. It's hard to do it. Well, I don't think that Purdue's going to make it. Oh, okay, cool. And they've been number 2 for weeks now. But to say that you don't think Tennessee is going to reach the Final Four because the wrong people are shooting, that's
Yeah, if you're just blanket statement, I don't think they'll get there, that's a favorable bet. You're likely to be correct.
Yeah.
But looking at, this is one sports book, I'll bet the odds are similar everywhere. Tennessee has the 5th best odds to make the Final Four. UConn has the best chance, but at plus 110. So, man, they're close. But I was right. Unlikely, according to this odds maker. Purdue plus 160, Houston plus 200, Arizona plus 250, and then Tennessee ahead of Auburn, North Carolina, and Alabama. The odds makers say Tennessee has the 5th best chance to make the Final Four this season. Will they? It's a big task. Never been done in Tennessee history.
Amen.
But I won't say that they can't.
Tennessee is the 5th-rated team in the country. If Tennessee baseball and Tennessee football was 5th in the country, I don't think there'd be a lot of complaints. A lot of, well, I don't think they're going to do anything in the postseason. I don't think we would hear a lot of that. We would hear, oh, man, this is an awesome season. This team is awesome. This team is great. One of the best teams we've seen in the last 10, 15, 20 years. I think more of the energy would be pointing in that direction. Like when Tennessee was top 10 2022, I wouldn't sit there after Tennessee beat Florida and beat LSU and beat Alabama. I didn't sit there and go, you know what? I bet Josh Heupel ain't going to win the championship. I bet he's not going to get to the college football playoff. You know why? Because there's some dudes out there playing that shouldn't be playing. I just don't see it happening. Or when Tony Vitello had a historic season a couple of years ago, I didn't sit there and go, you know what? I don't think they're going to get to the Final Four. They might make it to the college baseball playoff, the World Series, but I don't think they're going to make it far. I don't think so. You know, Drew Gilbert, too many antics. I don't trust it. I don't trust Luke Lipschitz and how he touched the home plate with his index finger that one game.
I'm not over that
I'm
one
sorry,
either.
like my energy doesn't go there. It just doesn't. My thought process, it doesn't work that way. Sorry, man.
That, to me, is controversial. Stan, we appreciate the text. 865-656-9900 to be a part of the show. We'll have more hoops talk this afternoon. Ron Slay on the Slay Ride from 1 until 2 o'clock. We'll have a lot to cover with the SEC Network analyst starting at 1. We'll be here until 3 as we continue on Josh and Swain.
4 out of 5 sports fans listen to Tennessee football talk on the Sports Animal stream. The 5th is an Alabama fan, and he can't listen to anything since the batteries died in his transistor radio in 1981.
If you are looking to get engaged, then you need a ring she can't say no to. That means you need to shop where I do, TK Wheeler Jewelers. Hey, this is Heather. My diamond engagement ring came from TK Wheeler Jewelers. It was actually a custom design between TK and my husband. I didn't want to do the 2 engagement ring and wedding band. I just wanted one ring. And my husband sat down with TK and they came up with a diamond eternity band. And I'm telling you, it's the greatest treasure I've ever received in my life. I get so many compliments on it. It's beautiful and it's special because my husband had a hand in designing it. That's what you can do at TK Wheeler Jewelers. You can pick from the incredible selection of engagement rings that he already has in stock, matching the band with that perfect diamond in the middle, or you can sit down and come up with a custom design with TK himself. I'm telling you, it's more affordable than what you think. When you want to get engaged and you need that perfect ring, you need my jewelry store, South Illinois Avenue in Oak Ridge, right there next to the Outback Steakhouse. It's TK Wheeler Jewelers.
This has been a paid announcement. Join John and Vince this Friday morning at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge Nissan and save thousands. This Friday morning from 6 till 9 at Oak Ridge Nissan with John and Vince in 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Wow, these bank fees are flat out ridiculous. And forget about trying to get a car or home loan. So, you do your banking with, Sharon?
Me? I don't.
You don't use a bank?
No.
So what do you, like, save your money under a mattress? Bury it in the backyard? Or maybe you borrow from some rich relative when you need a loan?
No, nothing like that. I do credit unioning.
Wait, what? Credit unioning? What the heck's that?
It's kind of like banking, but so much better. Especially if you use Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union.
Shopping for an auto loan? Shopping for a vehicle is easy the ATFCU way. Talk to Alcoa 10 before you shop so you can hit the lots with a same-day pre-approved loan. And you can get behind the wheel of that new or used car or truck. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, the clear choice. Your less red tape banking alternative. Go to atfcu.com for details. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
I've lost 76 pounds, and I want to brag about it. Hey, what's up? It's Tyler Ivins. You know me. That's right. Brag Weight Loss and Wellness has absolutely been a game changer. Not only have I lost 76 pounds in the beginning, during the pandemic, I put more than half of that weight back on, and I've successfully lost it again, all thanks to Dr. Terry Bragg. And they're so proud to be Strong Science certified, ensuring that you'll lose 40 pounds in just 40 days. And better yet, you'll sustain it. If you're ready to transform your life and brag about it, visit bragweightlossandwellness.com to start your Strong Science certified journey to a healthier you.
Today, we're on a quest for the ever-elusive local business. However, our search is difficult as big-name national companies overshadow their smaller competitors. If only these local businesses knew about Cumulus Boost. Cumulus Boost can increase their online presence in ways that go beyond basic SEO. Aha! A mom-and-pop shop victory. Get found by more customers with Cumulus Boost at cumulusboost.com. That's CUMULUS Boost.com.
Throughout the country, buried pipelines are indicated by a pipeline right-of-way. A long, wide stretch of grass cleared of trees and marked with signs. If you have a right-of-way near your home, do not plant anything in it or dig in it. Do not install a fence or build your kids a super cool fort. without first getting the pipeline operator's approval. For more on pipeline safety, visit pipesafety.org. A message from the Tennessee Gas Association, Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
I'm Michael Jenkins, helping you beat the books with BetQL. On the ice tonight, Winnipeg is hosting Minnesota as the Jets look to keep up with the top of the Central Division. Winnipeg is just 5 points out of first place in the division, and Minnesota is just 2 points out of the final playoff spot in the West in this crucial matchup. The BetQL model is on the home team in this one. The Jets are 18-7-2 at home this year, while the Wild are just 500 on the road. So the 5-star best bet is taking the Jets on the money line over the Wild. Bet smarter and beat the books with BetQL, and download the BetMGM app today.
Getting your guaranteed maximum refund with TaxSlayer feels like saddling up and chasing down.
Look at that sweet moolah!
That big old cash cow.
Look at all that money!
File for free with TaxSlayer Simply Free and get your guaranteed maximum refund. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Shannon in Lenore City. Is this what I did? Said, I love fans who do not understand sports. Thanks for the guarantee on the national title, Josh. Did I do that last segment?
Absolutely not. You did not.
I mean, if they win it, I'll happily take some credit, but I don't think that's what I did last segment.
I mean, you can't even guarantee a win on game day because you never know. Sports are weird.
Will you go so far as to guarantee a win at Missouri tonight? Missouri is winless in the SEC?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that tonight.
Okay.
I don't hear nothing about jinx. I don't hear nothing about that. This basketball team is playing well. They understand they can't drop any more games in the SEC if they want to be conference champions in the regular season. So
I'm with you. You never say never. But I'm going to say Tennessee wins tonight, and if they don't, I'll take no blame tomorrow. That'll be in the Vols. The Vols know they've got to handle their business tonight. They know about Missouri getting them last year. Missouri was good last year. Missouri is an NCAA tournament team. This year they are winless in the SEC, and we're 9 days away from March.
One of the cool things I love about sports is, like, you can take a big L to one team 1 year. Tennessee's case, it was 2 L's to Missouri last year. And if you are a returning player for Tennessee, you're thinking about revenge. Some of those players on Mizzou's team from last year, they're not even there anymore. So there's a lot of new players that's about to catch a whole bunch of strays. It's not even their fault what's about to happen to them tonight. Mm-hmm. Now, there are a couple players that were on that team last year from Missouri that's on that team right now. And, boy, I wish they had – I bet he wishes he had some of those old teammates because they're terrible right now. But I know Tennessee's thinking about revenge from last year, and hopefully they get it.
Yeah, Kobe Brown's not there. They're all SEC player.
He was a problem last year.
Big time.
Yeah, he's not there anymore. Some of those other guys are not there anymore. Really good defenders as far as creating steals. They had the green light to make shots from the outside. I mean, they played up-tempo offense that really put Tennessee on the heels a lot in those 2 games. But that's not the same Missouri team this year. They do play hard, but they're just not the same team. They're not as dynamic offensively as they were last year.
So we'll talk Tennessee, Missouri. We'll talk about how Tennessee's played in the last week when Ron Slade joins us in the next hour. We'll talk to Ron on the sleigh ride from 1 until 2, thanks to Native Design and Hardscape. We'll get back to the football conversation as well, with Tennessee hiring 2 coaches. Linebackers coach William Inge had planned to be at Alabama. No longer. He'll be at Tennessee coaching linebackers to replace Brian Jean-Marie. And then the new running backs coach is Darrell Sims, coming from Cincinnati to replace Jerry Mack. We began the show. Swain likes the hires, likes the energy that Sims can bring to that running back room. There's development that needs to take place with both position groups, and recruiting will, of course, be a part of the conversation with both sides. But young players like Cameron Seldon at running back, Arion Carter, Jeremiah T-Lander at linebacker that they hope takes a big step heading into 2024. They're going to play bigger roles as sophomores.
I like the hire. I mean, I remember when I don't have much time to explain it. Maybe I'll explain it later. But, like, I remember when Trooper Taylor.
Yeah, I tossed to you with about 25 seconds to go in the hour.
Yeah, thanks, Josh. Appreciate it. Thanks for throwing me the ball while I'm stepping out of bounds.
You take
great point guard.
You take the turnover on the stat sheet.
Throwing the ball to a big man when he's in full speed at the 3-point line, and then you get mad at him for traveling. Thanks a lot, Josh.
2 seconds on the shot clock. Tobe Awaka, you take it. That's what I just did. Tobe will go down low. We'll go to the Boom Boom Room when we come back. We'll hop on the sleigh ride. Ron Slade joins us for the next hour. We have 2 hours to go. Hoops, football talk, and more on Josh and Swain.
Country's hottest rising star, Riley Green.
There was this girl.
Ain't My Last Rodeo Tour. This Friday, Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center. With Tracy Lawrence and Ella Langley. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Riley Green, live.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about SlamDot, a locally owned and operated company that is helping local companies grow. One thing you need is a website so that customers, potential customers, can find your business, can learn more about your business, and get connected with your business. SlamDot can help with that. SlamDot can design you a website and then design a digital marketing plan to help ensure that more people will see your website and learn about your business. With search engine optimization, with targeted ads, with a social media plan, SlamDot can help your business grow by adding more customers to your business. And they have a track record that backs up what they can do for you. Having been in business for 18 years, they're the highest rated, most reviewed digital marketing company in East Tennessee. I had a family member recently who needed a website. I said, get in touch with SlamDot. You can do the same. And when you call SlamDot, mention that I sent you there, you'll get 20% off a website package in your first 3 months of marketing. Call SlamDot at 865-238-5600. Again, 865-238-5600. Or go online to slamdot.com/Josh.
This has been a big announcement.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8695. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-8695. That's 800-575-8695. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Join Tyler and Will this Friday afternoon at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge and save thousands. This Friday afternoon, starting at 3 at Oak Ridge Nissan with Tyler and Will in 99.1, the Sports Animal.
If you're suffering and there's a safe, natural, easy-to-use solution to help make you feel better, wouldn't you at least want to try it? That's why millions of people use Navage nasal care to help relieve their symptoms of sinus congestion, allergies, snoring, and other nasal-related problems. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Candace, a verified Navage user who writes, "This is the greatest invention ever made. I truly can't believe the difference and the relief it has made in my sinus problems. Thank you," unquote. Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Johnson, our CFO needs some info for the IPO ASAP.
No problem, boss. Just search the web. Cumulus Digital has helped our SEO big time.
Speak English, Johnson.
Search engine optimization.
SEO, huh? That's A-OK.
Cumulus Digital.
This is WNML-FM Friendsville, WNML-AM Knoxville, Cumulus Media Stations, broadcasting worldwide from the Budweiser Studios. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Maggie Gray with a CBS Sports Minute. William Byron is a self-proclaimed computer nerd who just won the Daytona 500. Yes, the 26-year-old driver came up through iRacing, essentially using computers to simulate what it's like to drive a race car. While he admits his parents chastised him for spending too much time in front of the screen, he believes his story is an inspiration to kids, not to defy their parents, but to follow their dreams. I'm Maggie Gray.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
With your choice of select sandwich, nugs, fries, and a drink, Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag is your go-to. Your nugget wingman. Your hot and crispy fry co-pilot.
Just like us. We're like the bag boys.
What?
Bag boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we bring your food?
For a deal you can count on, bet on Biggie and choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Bag boys.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Includes choice of JBC or crispy chicken sandwich with 4-piece nugs, junior fry, and small soft drink. Third-party delivery pricing may be higher.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group, East Tennessee's #1 family law and divorce attorney group. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group to help your family in their hardest times. 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Hour number 2 of Josh and Swain begins. Thanks for being with us. 2 hours to go until Tyler and Will take over on the Sports Animal. We also continue for the next 2 hours on AM 640, The Sports Monster. We're live in the Tri-Cities. Wherever you are tuning in, we appreciate you being with us today. We are going to check in with Ron Slay coming up in just a moment, the VFL and SEC basketball legend. We'll hop on for a full hour on the sleigh ride. I think Ron wanted to hear your point that you were attempting to make at the end of last hour on the Tennessee football coaching staff before somebody rudely cut you off to close out the hour. So
Ron got my back, man. He wanted me to make my point before he joined. He didn't want me to – because he understands what that's like, you know, being a co-host, and he's experienced it, I'm sure. No shade toward my man Brent Doherty. But my point about the coaching hires is you got to be careful with jumping the gun and having these strong takes about whether a coach is going to be unsuccessful or successful. You just really never know. Trooper Taylor was brought in. I remember first time I saw him, we were at bowl practice in Atlanta, and Woody McCorvey had just left. Woody McCorvey recruited me, and Woody had left to go to Mississippi State to be the offensive coordinator for Sylvester Croom. Trooper was hired while we were at bowl practice. So Trooper came to one of our practices, and I saw him, and I was like, man, what this brother wearing? Like, yeah. Come on, man. I'm used to Woody being clean with the crocodile shoes and the fit looking fresh from head to toe. Trooper came from Baylor, where he was a DB as a player. He had coached receivers at Tulane. He had coached defensive backs. He had never coached running backs, but he was going to be the next running backs coach. Imagine if that happened today. Imagine in the age of social media, in the age of message boards, radio, podcast. Imagine Tennessee right now hiring a running backs coach who had never been a running backs coach before. We would crap all over that.
The takes would be firing. Yep.
Yes, the same way that we had a gentleman crap on the basketball team last segment. We had to kind of make those points. But Trooper, in his first season as a running backs coach, helped two running backs go for 1,000 yards each for the first time in program history. Then became the receivers coach, helped the receivers have a prolific offense in 2006, then went to Oklahoma State and coached Dez Bryant, then went to Auburn, was part of a championship staff, and everywhere he's been, fan bases have wanted him to come back. But if Tennessee never gave him that opportunity, he would have never been the Trooper Taylor that he is right now, who is the associate head coach at Texas A&M. So you just never know. One thing Trooper had that you got to have today, you better have some enthusiasm, you better be able to connect, and you better be able to care for the athlete beyond what they can do for you. And that's what Trooper was, that's who he is, and I'm sure Josh Heupel saw some of that in Darrell Sims and William Inge when he made the decision to hire them as assistant coaches. You got to have guys that can connect, coaches that can connect with the players. And so that's my whole take about Trooper, man, because hiring a coach who's never coached a position doesn't sound positive at all. Doesn't sound really inspiring. But that's what happened.
Yep. From a not big school at the same time.
Yeah. Baylor, and this is pre-Art Browse. This is pre-Dave Aranda. But when he had his success that one year, like Baylor.
That's a no chance to win Baylor.
Yeah, when you think of Baylor, you're thinking like when Kevin Steele was the head coach down there and they were really, really bad. You don't think of the good Baylor. So you're hiring a coach who never coached running backs, and he's from Baylor? Oh, But it worked out.
What was Trooper rocking, by the way? Is he having like sweats in the backwards hat?
No, he had backwards hats in.
Okay.
No. He rocked that bald head with the Paul Feinbaum around the edge. Like he didn't start wearing backwards hats until he got here.
Is that what we call it, the Paul Feinbaum?
That's what I call it. The Homer, the Mr. Burns, the Feinbaum. That's what I call it. But like, I remember Trooper did not have a backwards hat on when I first saw him, when he was hired as a running back coach, and he joined us for bowler practices in Atlanta. Then when he got here in practice, he started wearing the backwards hat, and that I never saw him without it. But what did he wear? He had some sports jacket that looked like your grandma's couch. I'm saying that because I can say that to Trooper,
right?
And we would joke around, and he would crack jokes back. But I know he ain't wearing stuff like that now. Because you know why?
He got the Texas A&M contract.
He got a couple bags. He's gotten a couple bags since that. A couple bags. A couple contracts, an extension, a couple raises here at Tennessee, Auburn, Duke. He's coached a lot of big-time football since leaving Baylor. So he's not wearing those same sports jackets.
Trip down memory lane with Trooper Taylor, coach running backs, Coach Jason Swain at wide receiver at Tennessee. Speaking of big bags, Ron Slay on the Slay Ride every week joins us thanks to Native Design and Hardscape. NativeTN.com is the website. He's on the radio in the afternoons on 3HL on the Zone in Nashville. You find him in the SEC Network studio on Saturdays covering what's going on, and during the week covering what's going on in college hoops. Ron Slay, how are you?
I'm good, man. How you guys doing? My fault, man, about being a little late. You know what I mean? The slate train had to pull into the station to make sure all the clients and employees and reps got off safely to their destination.
Yeah,
so here I am.
Gas up to get ready for a full hour. That's perfectly fine.
That's right. It is. What you guys got going, man? 5-7 playoffs and all this going on.
Yeah.
What y'all think is
Yeah,
good,
Tennessee
good
football
time.
coaching hires, a court case that is pending. So yeah, we're not short of topics. We did have it was one individual text, and it was prefaced with, "I'll be controversial," but a fan last hour saying, "I don't think Rick Barnes can take Tennessee to the Final Four, despite Tennessee being a top 5 team currently and having the 5th best odds to make the Final Four."
Hey, man.
I know.
This these conversations, man, are so wild for one. Two, it's interesting how you grow into it, not to a complacent level, but to a this ain't good enough for us. The grass is greener on the other side. Let's go try something else. And I think what gets lost in that is when you try something new, it's not necessarily a fact that it's going to work. I'm sure a lot of people have tried to invent something or reinvent something. And all at the same time, they look back at it and was like, dang, we probably just we should have stayed with what we had and tried to improve that. You know, who are you replacing them with? That's my only. Okay. Then the only reason I'm perturbed with this is.
By the way, I'm sorry. You hop on, you're ready for the sleigh ride, and I just fire it at you.
No, that's what Ron get. That's what Ron get. No, he
Swain, I've been going through this with the Stackhouse situation downhill, man. Now I come on here and we back to the same narrative.
It's one person, Ron. It's one person. It's one person. It's one text.
That's right.
Okay,
it's one person.
A small portion.
It's one person.
Sometimes they echo what's going on the molehill. It might be a couple more people like that. So just to address them, just relax. How about that? Relax, enjoy the ride, and be caught in the moment. And I want to know, like, where are you headed after that? That's what I want to know. Because if you look around the nation, there's a lot of people getting fired. There's a lot of people underachieving. Parity with NIL and transfer portal, like we talk in week in and week out, has leveled the playing field in a lot of places. UConn would be the only one that I would say is just peaking and pulling away from the pack. But you also got to realize we're talking about UConn in the Big East. How powerful is the Big East past the 4th team? Now they're about to take on, I believe, the 3rd-ranked team in the Big East in Creighton, who's ranked top 15. What's going to be that outcome? And they're playing on the road. The 4th team in that conference doesn't scare me. It being Seton Hall, like it's so much, man, that gets jaded, man, because we get stuck in our little cubicle, man, and don't look around the whole outside of the office to see what's going on. I just think, man, you can always look across the yard, man, and say, man, that green grass over there look nice. And you hop over there, and as soon as you hop over there, you step in some dog poop.
Bro, but like the reason why is what sent me over the edge. The reason why was because the wrong people are shooting 3-pointers. Like, no, man. Like they may not make it to the Final Four, but all the right people are shooting threes. Like, we don't see Jonas Adu out there. We don't see Toby Owaka out there shooting 3-pointers. Like, we the right guys are shooting 3-pointers.
Ain't that something, Swain? Ain't that something, Josh? Like,
yeah, Zakai's not going Anthony Edwards shooting up left-handed threes.
No.
And think back to where these guys have come before the beginning of the season. You just mentioned Adu. Remember, Adu was popping out at the wing and not in the corner, staying out there shooting threes. Now he's all of a sudden been thought to have, hey, man, you're 7 foot. Imagine if you got inside. We wouldn't even care if you missed those shots that you're going to get them attempts to.
Yeah. One person, man. One person, Ron. One person.
Sorry.
And I think he was purposely being controversial. So I don't even think he believed what he said. His goal was to be controversial.
And that's what I always like to ask, Swain. Are you trying to be controversial and stir up something for a debate, or are you really, or it's three things. You can make a real known fact, you could be trying to be controversial, or you could be trying to vent. I'm here for all three. I just need to know which angle you're coming from so I can know how to respond.
Ron Slay's here for the whole hour. We're here with Ron Slay thanks to Native Design and Hardscape. They have the new Native Nursery for contractors, landscapers. Get in touch with Native Design by calling 865-310-3256. We'll be with you until 3 o'clock on Josh and Swain, and Ron Slay with us until 2 o'clock as we continue here on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster.
The Budweiser studios are recognized worldwide on the Sports Animal app and online at 991thesportsanimal.com.
Elevate your products today with Native Nursery, now open to contractors and landscapers. We're your one-stop destination, offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials. We'll even take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you're a contractor or landscaper, make Native Nursery your go-to location today.
Call or come by and see Ben and Ted. 865-315-0123 and 3473 Louisville Road. 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit.
Are you on a Medicare Advantage plan and not happy with it? Medicare Advantage open enrollment period goes on until March 31st, and Senior Benefit Inc. is there for you. It's specifically for individuals on Medicare Advantage plans, and if you're not satisfied with your plan or you're not sure how it works, Senior Benefit Inc. and their local agents are standing by to answer your questions. Their services are free and confidential whether you get a policy or not. Let them help you with Medicare Advantage open enrollment. 865-862-4298 or GetSBI.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bragg with Bragg Weight Loss and Wellness. Our weight loss program uses cutting-edge modern-day science while utilizing over 40 years of research to determine a personalized blueprint for your weight loss. We are proud to be Strong Science certified. The Strong Science certification validates the guarantee that you will safely experience significant weight loss in 40 days, and you'll sustain it. Let us guide you on a journey to a healthier you. Call 865-444-2189 or visit BraggWeightLossAndWellness.com.
There are so many reasons to experience Peak IV hydration for yourself. Peak IV hydration delivers the fluids and essential nutrients that you need directly to the bloodstream. For athletes, Peak IV Hydration has sports-specific IV treatments designed to optimize your body's potential. For immune defense, they offer antioxidants as well as vitamin C and zinc, and nothing beats a hangover like Peak IV Hydration. It's Peak IV Hydration, 906 Sevier Avenue in Knoxville, or online, peakivhydration.com.
Join John and Vince this Friday morning at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge Nissan and save thousands. This Friday morning from 6 till 9 at Oak Ridge Nissan with John and Vince in 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is John Wilkerson, and I'm with Whitney, co-owner of Pipe Wrench Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, voted one of Knoxville's best heating and cooling companies 7 years in a row. What's new with Pipe Wrench, Whitney?
Well, John, Pipe Wrench proudly installs and services York-branded heating and cooling systems, along with other major HVAC brands you know and trust.
In addition to installing and servicing York heating and cooling units, Whitney, how else can Pipe Wrench help folks stay warm?
Great question, John. Pipe Wrench offers maintenance and repairs on all major brands, free second opinions on repairs and replacements, and we offer free on-site estimates for replacements. We offer 0% financing on new units with approved credit and with our 10-year warranty on parts and labor. Homeowners won't have to worry about spending a cent on unexpected repairs for years to come.
Call Pipe Wrench today, 865-264-8090, or book online at pipewrench.com. Same-day service guaranteed, or the visit is free.
Having a tough time finding the right people for the job? Well, maybe it's time to take a second look at who you're hiring. Look beyond the wall. Unlock talent by hiring someone with a record. They did their time, and now you can take them from justice to a job. Get tax credits, training dollars, and protection bonds. The Tennessee Office of Reentry can show you how second chances work. Learn more at tnworkready.com.
Brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development, the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Powell at 865-512-7542.
The hottest sports stories of the day broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Thanks for being with us on Josh and Swain. Ron Slay with us. We're on the sleigh ride. Thanks to Native Design and Hardscape. However you are tuning in, we appreciate you being with us. You can watch Ron Slay. He's with us on our 99.1 Sports Animal YouTube page as we're live in the Tri-Cities and on the Sports Animal, the radio side as well. And Tennessee basketball will be on the road tonight against Missouri. Ron, Tennessee's in take care of business mode, right? They sure did against Vanderbilt, blowing out the Commodores on Saturday. Now facing a winless Missouri team before it gets progressively harder. Texas A&M rematch game at home, and then the next 2 weeks will be quite a challenge to close out the regular season. So take care of business mode tonight at Missouri.
Yeah, and I think the good thing about it, Josh, is it's challenge mode in them next 2 weeks for at least the top 6 teams. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them got to see each other. So while you have the opportunity to play against guys like Arkansas, Missouri, Vanderbilt, you got to go take care of business in the games that you're supposed to. And I think you got to see that. I think what happened against Vanderbilt, that bled over from the Arkansas game. Those guys defending, you saw a different Dalton Connect in that Arkansas game. You know what I'm saying? Which led to you seeing a different Dalton Connect in the Vanderbilt game. And it's not so much, he's proven what he need to prove. Like, stock is going through the ceiling. Like, it's through the roof in a minute, then to the sky. Like, the ceiling is the roof in just a second. You know what I mean? As the great Michael Jordan philosophers once said. Like, this is the thing. You got to build on wins now. And this is the most intriguing part about the second half of the season in the SEC. You look at it, and you got a dog race coming down the stretch. After you get past them, you got to circle the calendar, the revenge game versus A&M, and then you start rubbing your hands. Each game means more. Each game is a tournament-style game to get you ready. Each game is going to be a different style being played, a different way you got to attack the game. And then by the end of it, once you get to Kentucky coming in there, you can throw out strategies. You're at the point now, it's mano-a-mano. Like, we know what y'all running. Y'all know what we're running. Who's going to step up and make a case for winning the SEC title? And you also have that in your grasp as well. With Alabama, you have to go to Alabama and get a victory, knowing that they still got to play Florida twice, who may be the hottest team in the SEC. So I think it bodes well for Tennessee, man. You finally started to get to see depth. Started in the Kentucky game. Started to see Cam Carr a little bit more. His impact, even if it was 1 or 2 minutes, you made impactful plays. Not about playing 16, 18 minutes. That's not the depth. The depth is when your bench comes in and you make impactful plays and you don't have a drop-off from your starters. So you got to see that. Would love to see Freddie DeLeon a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Gainey seems to got his mojo back. Meshack, you know what you're getting. That's 9. Throw Toby Awaka in there. That's 10. You got, guys starting to get their footing back. Guys starting to play with confidence. That's where you need to be. And I think this is where you would want to be getting ready to end the regular season, going into tournament play. That's when you want to be peaking. You want to tread water. You know what I'm saying? And you go through your pips, your highs and your lows throughout the season. But right here, you want to make sure you're coming out of your low and getting ready to go into your high and continue to keep going up and riding. And I think they set up for that right now.
Ron, what else does this team need to do to peak? How far are they away from peaking? What do they need to do to get to that level?
They got to take care of the ball, continue to do that. Take care of the ball. Don't give live ball turnovers to other teams where they can get out and run and get breaks, like what you did against A&M. You don't want to – you're going to run against some hot players, but you don't want the hot players to trickle down and give momentum to the other players, like what happened at Texas A&M. Wade Taylor got hot, then all of a sudden Boots got hot, then Garcia started rebounding. Snowball effect is too much to stop. You can't stop it. Then you're looking around like, what are we supposed to do? You got to come out and throw the first punch. I think when you look in these games, Arkansas, you look at Vanderbilt, they've come out and swung first. You know what I'm saying? And stood there toe-to-toe expecting to be challenged. Now, when you look up and you up 20, all right, cool. Now let's get the reserves in and let's close this game out. I think that's been one of the biggest things, being able to close games I that would be something I would look forward to. Free throws. Free throws would be something else that I think would take this team over the hump, not leaving points on the floor when you're able to get to the line and be able to knock it down, man. And if I could tweak one more thing, it'd be bench scoring. That'd be it. Like, you got to be able to even it out. You can't have those 33-6 matches or 38-12. You getting outscored on the bench because if you're winning those games, that means the starters are playing heavy minutes. I would like to see those minutes decrease by 3 to 4 or 5 minutes, and let those reserves get in there, man, and close out some games and impact the game throughout.
Ron Slay with us, thanks to Native Design and Hardscape. There are probably several candidates. Would that make Jordan Gainey an X factor for Tennessee
Bingo.
if you're talking about bench scoring and free throws as well?
Bingo. And also, I like where Gainey is. Starting in the Arkansas game, it was more so about, hey, man, take what the defense give you. Yes, you're a shooter. You're a scorer without question. But that three ain't there. Don't be afraid to dribble in there. Use your floater. Like, whatever you've worked on in practice, don't make a surprise to us. Don't do side step back threes out falling out of bounds. Give us something that we've seen you work on. Apparently, he's worked on that 1-2 dribble floater in the lane, get it over the tall tree. That helps, man. That is beautiful. So now when he's driving, they have to collapse in the paint a little bit, like they were doing Dalton Connect earlier, like they started doing Santiago Vescovi, like they see Josiah Jordan James. Guess what that allows for? The easy three when you get to the paint. Think about when you're shooting and rebounding. When you're shooting, the rebound, if somebody's passing to you, is coming from underneath. So what's the rhythm of being able to get to the paint and get that pass? That's just like shooting around. That's what you work on all the time. That's what you work on with the gun. And I think Gainey, man, being able to take that step to be able to put the ball on the floor and go score and be a threat to score is huge. Now we get Meshack. Meshack go give us 6. I don't care where he give it to us from. Free throw line, offensive boards, fast breaks, steals, whatever. Give us 6. Be fine.
Slay, I know Meshack only cares about winning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little surprised we haven't seen him more with his minutes being up a little bit more.
Yeah, me too. It's something taking place. I'm not sure. Can't put my finger on it, what it is, but it does seem like his minutes have decreased. I don't know where those minutes are going. I have to watch it a little bit closer to know where those minutes are going. But it did look better. The Vanderbilt game. It looked better the Vanderbilt game. I mean, the score was out of hand also. But leading up to that, man, I wasn't sure where it was at either, Swain. And I don't know how you fix that. I think it's just a confidence thing. Stay in the gym. It'll start to come. And I think when you pay attention to details, a guy like him who does a lot of the intangibles, 50-50 things, that can fuel you to having a better game. And a lot of times we look at a better game as being able to score. Like I just asked for him to come get 6 points. If he can go give me 2 steals, 3 50-50 balls, 2 offensive rebounds, get to the foul line, that's a complete game. I'm cool. And shut down the score, whoever it is, make it difficult on him. I think that's a complete game. So you almost have to watch Meshack's game through a different lens because what he does doesn't necessarily show up in the box score. And like you said, that's what he thrives on. You know what I mean? He understands the feather in his cap is to be able to do the intangibles and defensively do those things, but you got to be able to do that night in and night out. So he got his work cut out for him going ahead, man. They got some tough challenges ahead.
Yeah, Jemai stayed engaged. I don't think anybody would have questioned that in the first place. The A&M game, which was not a good showing, he was one of the guys you could see on the bench that was remaining vocal. And Swain, I don't recall exactly which game, but you had interviewed him afterward and asked maybe at halftime who was somebody that stepped up and spoke.
He said me.
He said it was him. And I don't recall which game that was, but earlier in conference play. So his that's why you said he just wants to win. That's Jemai's focus.
I think it was South Carolina game.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's right.
You don't want to lose that. You don't want to lose that because if you start pointing at me, what can I do? Why isn't it me? Then you start to lose it's not about me. And you start to lose the focus of the winning like you're speaking about, Swain. Like you want to be able to impact. If you can put that to the side, man, and like continue to, I think communication is key. That's just as good as your help side defense as a body being there. You communicating that you're there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that Vanderbilt game was ugly, man. I was watching the game, and I was like, Jerry, get out of there, Jerry. Get out of there, Jerry. Run, Jerry. Get out of there, please.
And guess what, though, Swain? The crazy thing is that's coming on the heels of they guarded, even though Kentucky beat them, they guarded Kentucky the right way. Like, they defended the three a lot better. Then you go into the A&M game, they defended the three. Now, I will say A&M looked a little lethargic in that game. Like, all right, man, we'll turn this on in a minute. You know, they ain't finna do nothing. But you give guys like Ezra Mannion does have SEC caliber, all SEC caliber talent. Tyron Lawrence at times shows the exact same thing. You get him going, Ezra Mannion flipped the switch and said, I'm no longer passing. And I think that's when he's most dangerous. When they went on their run in the SEC tournament, it was because Mannion said, I'm not passing. I'm going to score. These people guarding him like they used to guard Rondo, dog. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, it's something going on with his headband, man. He needs a headband specialist to help him out. He ain't wearing it right. He ain't wearing it right, Ron. You need to talk to him, man.
Yeah. I think it's falling down a little bit. I think he's putting it over his ears a little bit. Like,
man.
Start doing that Wayne Chisholm stuff, dog. Get weird.
Yeah, man. You can't hear if you put the headband over your ears. People calling for the ball. You're not throwing the ball. You need to wear his headband right. You need to help him out, Ron.
Equilibrium off, man. Equilibrium off. It's like a boxer.
He's not wearing it right.
They just can't see right.
Yeah, he's not wearing it right. Something ain't right there. You need to help him, man.
All right, there's another SEC Network segment for you. We're pitching and take it back to Charlotte there, Ron. The headband specialist, Ron Slay, coming to town. He's with us for another half hour here on the Slay Ride every week, thanks to Native Design and Hardscape. Check out nativetn.com. Jacob Dunaway and his team will take care of you, landscaper, contractor, whatever you need at your home or your business. Check out Native Design and Hardscape as we continue on Josh and Swain.
I'm Tennessee head football coach Josh Heupel. You get all your Ball Network programming on 99.1 The Sports Animal. 13 hours of live and local Tennessee coverage every weekday. When it comes to game day, the Animal is championship level in breaking down the action. Get your Tennessee football coverage where you get insight unlike any other. No one covers the ball like 99.1 The Sports Animal.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on The Sports Animal.
The new college football playoff model has officially been approved as the College Football Playoff Board of Managers unanimously approved earlier this morning a 12-team model that will guarantee the 5 highest-ranked conference champions inclusion in the 12-team field, along with the next 7 highest-ranked teams. 5th-ranked Tennessee is on the road to take on Missouri in SEC play. The Vols have won 4 of their last 5 and are coming off back-to-back wins over Arkansas and Vanderbilt most recently on Saturday. Missouri is 0-12 in SEC play so far this season. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock. Coverage begins at 6:30 right here on The Sports Animal. Other ranked teams in action tonight at 8:30. Number 1 UConn takes on 15th-ranked Creighton. At 9 o'clock, 11th-ranked Baylor battles number 25 BYU. Number 19 San Diego State visits Utah State. Number 23 Texas Tech takes on TCU. And number 18 St. Mary's gets a visit from San Francisco at 11. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Guys, if you're feeling tired, grumpy, you've noticed a lack of motivation and drive, maybe some weight gain, loss of muscle mass, these could be signs of low testosterone levels. The next thing to do is to get those levels checked. You can do that with a simple blood test from Low T Center. Their on-site lab will allow you to get your results back in about 25 minutes. Low T Center is not like your typical doctor's office. It is concierge medicine for men. Their physicians specialize in treating low testosterone. They've been doing this exclusively for years, with most health insurance being accepted. They have affordable and convenient treatment options, including physician-monitored, self-inject treatments that ship directly to your home each month. So there's no need for you to drive to the center for those weekly visits. Right now, at Low T Center, just $25 to get your T-level tested. Make your health and quality of life a priority. Make it a great rest of the year. Go to the website, lowtcenter.com, to book your appointment online today. That's lowtcenter.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
Don't miss the huge arcade gun and night show and sale this weekend at the Knoxville Expo Center, featuring thousands of rifles, shotguns, handguns, wholesale ammo, and reloading supplies, all at liquidation prices. It's like shopping at the world's largest sporting goods store. Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 9 to 4 at the Knoxville Expo Center.
Elevate your products today with Native Nursery, now open to contractors and landscapers. We're your one-stop destination, offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials. We'll even take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you're a contractor or landscaper, make Native Nursery your go-to location today.
Call or come by and see Ben and Ted. 865-315-0123 and 3473 Louisville Road. 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit.
At Progressive, we're making things even easier. We'll help you bundle your home and car insurance together so you could save on both. Learn more at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
The minute folks step into Dollywood, I want them to feel the wonder of my Smoky Mountains and to fill their hearts with all the good and beautiful things in this big old world, and to cherish all the little moments they get to be together.
Enjoy thrilling rides, award-winning entertainment, and delicious new seasonal flavors. Plan your visit at Dollywood.com.
Dollywood. Love every moment.
Join Tyler and Will this Friday afternoon at Oak Ridge Nissan, at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge and save thousands. This Friday afternoon, starting at 3 at Oak Ridge Nissan, with Tyler and Will in 99.1, the Sports Animal.
If you're having trouble getting motivated, now's the perfect time to discover Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center. First, go to FSHFC.com and get a free 3-day trial membership. Yes, free. Try firsthand all the features Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center has to offer. Free weights, resistance equipment, including a line of plate-loaded equipment from Hammer Strength, an indoor heated pool, over 85 group fitness classes, a new renovated indoor basketball court, racquetball, tennis courts inside and out, a running track, kickboxing, pickleball, and Fort Sanders has complimentary child care with a family membership and fitness programs just for kids. Plus, Fort Sanders is month to month with no long-term contracts. Experience the difference at Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center at the corner of Pellissippi Parkway and Kingston Pike, online at FSHFC.com or call 531-5000. Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center, where the little extras make a big difference.
Johnson, I've been hearing about this internet thing. Anything to it?
Yeah, boss. We had Cumulus Digital design and run our website.
Will an internet help our sales?
Already has. Plus, Cumulus Digital helps us rank high on search engines.
Whoa, one thing at a time, Johnson.
CumulusDigital.com. This report is sponsored by the Tennessee Valley Authority. From weathering the storm to keeping the lights on. At the Tennessee Valley Authority, they're on a mission to make life better for our entire community. If you are too, then join them and do good here. TVA.com.
Another beautiful afternoon on the way as high temperatures are topping out right around 58 degrees with a light breeze out of the west around 5 miles per hour. Perfect day to get outside, hit the playground and the park as we're expecting changes on the way as we head towards the end of the week. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jacob Durham.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. In counties near or small, there's a law firm to help you through whatever is your fall. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group to guide you through your most trying times. 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
No matter where you go, there we are. Stream us anywhere. 99.1 The Sports Animal on the app or website. Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Once again, voted one of the top 25 sports midday shows in America by Barrett Sports Media.
Thank you for being with us as we continue the sleigh ride. VFL, Tennessee and SEC basketball legend Ron Slay is with us every week. Thanks to Native Design, they've opened the Native Nursery for contractors and landscapers. Just 5 minutes off the Pellissippi Topside Road exit. NativeTN.com is the website. Call 865-310-3256 for Native Design and Hardscape. Just a few weeks to go here in the regular season in college basketball. What do you think about this SEC race, Ron, with Auburn losing at home to Kentucky? South Carolina lost at home to LSU this past weekend. Alabama's in very good shape. There's still one more game to go between Tennessee and Bama coming up in a couple of weeks in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, I love where it is. I think this weekend you're going to learn a lot about where teams are, where teams are going. I also believe that one loss don't need to panic. I think everybody is going to be battle tested and going through, and I expect guys to drop games. You look at Ole Miss; they're trying to get some wins. They're trying to get to 10 wins. You look at Florida; they may have the easiest schedule, and that being because they play Vanderbilt twice in this last stretch with them. With them being hot. But when you look at Wednesday, man, it's going down. You got Florida and Alabama. That's going to be good. Kentucky got to go to LSU. I don't believe you can overlook them. And so Arkansas going to Texas A&M. Texas A&M got to get a win. I do think you still get 9 teams in, but it's going to be some jockeying for position. I think the top teams still trying to fight. I don't believe Alabama can move up to a 1 seed. I think 2 would be the highest seed that they'll be able to get. But I think Tennessee, the way it's set up, they have an opportunity. They can win 5 of these 6 outside of this Missouri game that's coming down. I think they got an opportunity, man. Go get a 1 seed. All depending what happens with teams ahead of them. But Carolina's also thriving. So when you look at the SEC, man, it's going to be competition night in and night out. And I think the SEC Player of the Year is kind of locked up. You know what I mean, with Dalton Connect, with what he's done and what he continues to do. But you never know, man. Mark Sears is a name we haven't mentioned a lot, and to have them in first place, that's pretty tough, man. That's pretty tough. Now, we'll see going down this stretch, and they've had some games at home where they've been able to sneak by on some people. But, man, the way they've been playing as of late, them Kentucky and Florida and Tennessee look real good coming out of this week.
Ron, I'm a little nervous, man. I saw Dog Connect on Sunday, and I told him, hey, we need to go ahead and drop about 30 to get that point per game average up because Mark Sears has taken the lead. He is the best player on the best team, and typically when it comes to MVP voting at the professional level, those guys get the nod to be MVP. I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous right now. So you think it's locked up? I'm nervous. I feel like Dog Connect needs to go out there and drop a couple more 25-point games to get that PPG up. What you think?
Yeah, man. I feel you, Swain. You got the right to be nervous, man. You just look at Mark Sears and you don't. It's difficult to see a fall off coming unless teams really start locking him up. But the difference with him and Dalton is he has the ball in his hand all the time, and he initiates everything for Alabama. Like, in order for them to win and be able to go and play the way they are, like, you give a tip of the cap to Aaron Estrada, but at the same time, man, it's Mark Sears to make that team go. When he got hurt, I forgot which game it was. It might have been an Auburn game, and he had to come back in. He tweaked his ankle a little bit. If he doesn't come back in that game, I don't think they go off and win that game. So, and then you look at Dalton Connect. Zakai is the thing that gets this team rolling. You know what I'm saying? You get Zakai rolling. So what Dalton Connect is doing on less shots and less having the ball in his hand, I'll give the nod to. And the way he's done it. Like, to be down in games and to explode and literally take over like the last 5 or 6 minutes of a game and close it out on the road as well as home, that's impressive to see, man. That's really, especially the style being played. Like, the style being played at Alabama is a free-for-all. We really want the 3 over a layup. You know what I'm saying? So you get hot from there, man. You can go and get that 20-point average. But not to take anything away from Mark Sears, to me, Dalton Connect, man, the way he does it, he on all 3 levels, posterizing people and some more stuff. And now, playing defense. Man, blocking shots.
You saw him out there.
Give me that. Did I soothe your soul a little bit?
A little bit. Okay. A little bit. I mean, I've seen Tennessee coaches be recognized, and it happened with Rick Barnes. Mm-hmm. Rick Barnes was National Coach of the Year, but wasn't SEC Coach of the Year. Now, what sense does that make?
That's weird.
What sense does that make?
Yeah,
so,
that's weird.
Like, Dog Connect is going to be an All-American.
Yeah.
And I don't want him not to be SEC Player of the Year because that wouldn't make any sense at all, but we've seen it happen before.
What about for the greater good, Swain? If he doesn't win the award, it adds a little more fuel to the postseason fire.
Well, Dalton Connect, being on the second team, what conference he come from, Big Sky,
yeah.
Big Canyon, whatever it's called. Like
led the league in scoring, but was second team.
All
Big Sky.
Yo, that motivated Dalton Connect. That had Dalton Connect hot, and that's why he is a player he is today. So, with that being said, I still don't want him to get shafted, man. I still want him to be SEC Player of the Year. Yeah,
I'm with you on that. Ain't nothing like having the SEC Player of the Year, man. Yeah. That's like almost when you're in contention like that. That's almost like winning SEC regular season. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you can boast and say, "Hey, man, we got an SEC Player of the Year." That says something.
Ron, take us through when you were told that you were SEC Player of the Year. Like I see all these surprises when former players are told that they made the Hall of Fame. We see awesome videos during fall camp when walk-on players are surprised with scholarships. Like getting that news, man, had to be really, really cool. Walk us through when you officially found out that you were SEC Player of the Year when you won it.
I believe it was getting ready for the SEC tournament. It was kind of overshadowed in a sense because they gave me the news. Then I get to the locker room. Then they also hit me with the news that John Higgins is ineligible for the SEC tournament. So I didn't get to relish in it. It was more me switching my mind state to like, damn, how we gonna win this game, man? We're going against a guy that I thought arguably could have been SEC Player of the Year, Marquise Daniels. Like we were getting ready to go against them, and we both were fighting on the bubble. You know what I'm saying? And that was tough. I think we finished fourth, and I might have been tied with Auburn in that situation. It was weird. I thought it was a great tip of the cap, though, man, when I was able to look back on it like, dude, I came from tearing the ACL to in the preseason not getting a nod on any all-SEC teams. None. So I actually set out to be like, all right, I'm going to make them remember me. And I think that right there, that was satisfying, man, to be able to, like, you in history. You know what I'm saying? That when they talk about records in the SEC and guys who did something, when they talk about that season, even though, like, with Kentucky I think Kentucky went undefeated that season in conference play. You can't overlook what was done. You know what I'm saying? And we took them to the wire both times. It should have beat them. Should have beat them at home, but Gerald Fitch hit a foolish three. I don't know how he was left open on the right wing, but it is what it is.
That's just a crappy way to find out, Ron. Like
that's what I said.
I'm sorry, man. Like, where's the camera crew? Where's the surprise? Hey, Ron, man, you want to see Player of the Year? Oh, by the way, one of your most valuable teammates, he can't play, so you got to do all the work. Right before the game in the locker room. Like, what kind of...
Yeah, like somebody was waiting behind you, for the old tripping trick. So they give you the excitement, then you turn around and boom.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, the build-up to it, I thought, Swain, was fun. The build-up to it, I think I came in and I got, in February, I got SEC Player of the Week. Then followed it up with another SEC Player of the Week, with National Player of the Week. And I remember Craig Pinkerton and Todd Sokoviak starting to tell me, like, hey, man, we're going to start pushing for this, and we're going to put out some things. And I remember Dick Vitale being on board with it. And once I got that stamp for him, I said, uh-oh, like this may catch some traction. So then after that, it was just up to me to, go out there and perform and I like that part. Turn the lights on and let's get on. It's showtime. So that was the easy part.
From what I understand, there was a big buildup on local sports talk radio, Ron, and I think that helped create some kind of push.
Yeah, it started somewhere.
Well. I think I remember that. I think I remember that. Yeah. I felt that. I felt that push. I ain't lying.
We said he's an SEC legend. He is, and he's the former SEC Player of the Year as well. It's a part of the resume of Ron Slay, who has one more segment with us each week thanks to Native Design and Hardscape. We'll wrap up the sleigh ride next here on Josh and Swain.
Since 1978, Chancey & Reynolds has serviced all HVAC brands, and they feature York equipment for new installations. They're the big dog of heating and cooling because maintaining your home's comfort is what they do. If you need service or repair on your HVAC, they can do that. If your heating and air unit needs to be replaced, they can do that. If your ducts need cleaning, they do that too. Chancey & Reynolds, your York dealer, 865-525-5076 or chanceyreynolds.com.
Big dog of heating and cooling.
Hey Vol fans, this is Jonas Adu. Vol basketball is on the road at Missouri, but a lot of Vol fans will be over at Fieldhouse Social, watching on the big screen.
Fieldhouse Social, Tennessee Sports Bar, University Commons off the Cumberland Strip.
Let's go Big Orange.
At Ingles, we know the ever-present struggle of what am I going to make for dinner this week? That's why we started the Ingles Table. It's all waiting for you at ingles-markets.com. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Country's hottest rising star, Riley Green.
There was this girl.
Ain't My Last Rodeo Tour. This Friday, Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center. With Tracy Lawrence and Ella Langley. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Riley Green, live.
Don't miss the huge arcade gun and knife show and sale this weekend at the Knoxville Expo Center, featuring thousands of rifles, shotguns, handguns, wholesale ammo, and reloading supplies, all at liquidation prices. It's like shopping at the world's largest sporting goods store. Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 9 to 4 at the Knoxville Expo Center.
Can you smell that? The cold's about to hit the rearview mirror, and you want to make sure spring cleaning is your top priority. You can get insanely clean homes right now just by calling the experts at Zero Risk Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. How about this? 3 rooms of carpet clean plus a free staircase for $119 when you mention me, Tyler Ivins from the Sports Animal. You can book online now. That's at ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Pizza, possibly the world's most perfect food. Almost everybody not just likes it, but loves it. Whether your favorite topping is pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, or just plain cheese, when you know you're getting a pizza, your heart leaps with joy and anticipation. Jet's Pizza was built on world-class deep dish pizza. And right now, you can get a large barbecue chicken pizza for $14.99, or a calzone-style Jet's boat for $8.99, or get 2 slices and a 20-ounce lunch special for only $7. Located at 7331 Kingston Pike, across from Chili's. Check them out online at jetspizza.com. Life is short. Eat better pizza. Let's get Jets.
This Friday morning, get $50 to Jets Pizza for only $25. Sweet deals are a chance for you to experience some of the finest restaurants and attractions East Tennessee has to offer at unbeatable prices. So don't miss this sweet deal to Jets Pizza. Going live Friday at 9 a.m. at 991thesportsanimal.com.
Every day is a good day to focus on your health. If you suffer from conditions like migraines, intestinal issues, body pain, or are always tired, call doctors Jason and Alicia Bloom at Marble City Chiropractic. From newborns to 100 years, they give individualized chiropractic care based on your needs. They teach the 5 essentials of health and healing, creating a new mindset that focuses on nutrition, exercise, and spinal correction. For your consultation, please call Marble City Chiropractic at 865-766-2081 or go to marblecitychiropractic.com.
The minute folks step into Dollywood in my Smoky Mountains, I want them to fill their hearts with all the beautiful things in this big old world. Dollywood, love every moment.
Plan your visit today at Dollywood.com.
Your station for the Tennessee Volunteers. 99.1, the Sports Animal.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Final segment of hour number 2, stretch run here with the sleigh ride presented by Native Design and Hardscape. NativeTN.com. Jacob Dunaway and the team will take care of you, and they help bring the sleigh ride to us each and every week. Ron Slay on 3HL on the SEC Network. Tennessee men's basketball tonight against Missouri, and coming up on the stretch run for the Lady Vols. Both teams took care of business against Vandy this past weekend, Ron, the men's and women's basketball teams.
Yeah, man, salute to them. They did what they were supposed to do. Left the fans tormented, if you will. Great job by the Vols. Way to go handle business and move on to not play with your food and get straight to it. So got some good things. Let me see who they got coming up. Who the Lady Vols got coming up? They got to play. Are they still in second? Let me see. Are they still in second? Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Boom. Third.
Yeah, LSU is coming up on Sunday. It's a noon tip at home before Texas A&M next week. South Carolina will obviously be a tough one in Columbia on March 3rd.
Oh, man, what if they could sneak? If you want to make a statement, Kelly, you want to make a statement, go sneak up on LSU, go and spank them up. Let Rakia Jackson go and go for about 30.
Oh, she's going to do that regardless.
Let Spears go on and give them like 15 or something like that. Tomorrow, Key get down there and battle out. Like this.
You got to get under their skin a little bit, right?
Yeah. Like it's this. You setting yourself on the right trend. You know what I mean? And not only for that game and not for the tournament, but also, man, them recruits. You know what I'm saying? Like they take notice of these things like this. Who was this that just beat LSU? You know what I'm saying? Like look how many people turned their eyes towards Colorado when they beat them early in the year. Like, wait a minute, what? Hey, man, I know I started looking. I'm like, what is Colorado doing? I ain't even heard about their women's program, and they good. I started watching them because of that. So it does more than just count for a win in the win column. This goes a long way for recruiting and some more stuff.
Ron, final shout-outs, anything we missed, anything for the people in the back after we let off the hour, throwing out the can Rick Barnes get Tennessee to a Final Four talk? Came in hot to begin the hour.
Yeah, all the people in the back, man, y'all just be the people in the back. That's all we need you to do. We don't need no background noise or anything from y'all. We just need y'all to come, show up, give us the juice that we need, and balls. Man, I'm telling you, I'm talking about supposed to be circled on the calendar. It's going down on Saturday, but first and foremost, you're playing against a hungry Missouri team. Don't play around with them. This ought to be a 15-point victory on the road, you know what I mean, which can count for something. You don't want to let this slip up. And then you be sitting there looking like Texas A&M getting beat by a net-ranked team 238.
And don't let that happen.
Don't let that happen.
Yeah, when and where do we see you over the course of the week?
Man, tomorrow I'll be on the SEC Network. We got 4 games on there. And then Saturday I'm back in studio. I know a lot of people been hitting me in the DM asking me, are you going to come to the game Saturday? Man, I want to. Listen, y'all, I want to come bad. I want to come really bad. But they won't let me out of the studio, man. Like it's hard to find somebody to bring energy for 12 hours from noon to midnight. And I just so happen to be that guy, so they won't let me out.
They keep locking the doors. They won't let him out. So you'll see him on the SEC Network. You hear him on 3HL in the afternoons on the Zone in Nashville, and each Tuesday from 1 until 2 Eastern Time right here on the Sleigh Ride on the Sports Animal. Enjoy this upcoming week of basketball, Ron. We appreciate you as always, and we'll talk to you again next week.
No doubt. Appreciate y'all. Shout out Jacob Dunaway, baby. Go
Jacob Dunaway and the team at Native Design and Hardscape make the sleigh ride happen. They'll make the work happen for you. Landscapers, contractors, get in touch. You can go to the website, nativetn.com. As we move forward to the final hour of today's show, be a part of it at 865-656-9900 on Josh and Swain.
Hey folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. Here's what you've been waiting for. Buy 2 tires, get 2 free. Any Nissan, any model, any size. And that's for the entire month of February. Buy 2 tires, get 2 free. And here's the disclosure. No dealers, no cash and carry. Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
Elevate your products today with Native Nursery, now open to contractors and landscapers. We're your one-stop destination, offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials. We'll even take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you're a contractor or landscaper, make Native Nursery your go-to location today.
Call or come by and see Ben and Ted. 865-315-0123 and 3473 Louisville Road. 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit.
Since 1978, Chancey & Reynolds has serviced all HVAC brands, and they feature York equipment for new installations. They're the big dog of heating and cooling because maintaining your home's comfort is what they do. If you need service or repair on your HVAC, they can do that. If your heating and air unit needs to be replaced, they can do that. If your ducts need cleaning, they do that too. Chancey & Reynolds, your York dealer. 865-525-5076 or ChanceyReynolds.com.
Break out of those
winter blues and head to your local Salsaritas Fresh Mexican Grill for lunch or dinner with friends, family, and coworkers. At Salsaritas, your meal is prepped right before your eyes. Planning a small gathering at home or just need a quick dinner idea? Pick up a Salsaritas Fiesta Pack. It's a taco dinner pack that everyone will love, including perfectly seasoned meats, toppings, wildly addictive chips, and fresh-made salsas. Order on the app and pick up on the way home. Salsaritas makes it easy to enjoy your fresh Mexican favorites. Salsaritas, it's better here.
Knoxville, get ready for a flavor explosion like no other. It's time to satisfy your cravings with Super Chicks. Picture this: tender, juicy chicken, hand-breaded and cooked to a crispy golden brown or grilled to perfection. That's the Super Chicks promise. From our famous chicken sandwiches and tenders to the fresh salads, we've got you covered. Check out the infamous sauce bar. Oh, but that's not all. Don't forget about the hand-cut fries or fresh custard for dessert. Located on Clifton Highway across from Target. Super Chicks, it's clucking awesome.
Having a tough time finding the right people for the job? Well, maybe it's time to take a second look at who you're hiring. Look beyond the wall. Unlock talent by hiring someone with a record. They did their time, and now you can take them from justice to a job. Get tax credits, training dollars, and protection bonds. The Tennessee Office of Reentry can show you how second chances work. Learn more at tnworkready.com.
Brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development, the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Johnson, I've been reading about this geofencing. Know anything about it?
Yeah, boss. We use geofencing through Cumulus Digital to help drive our sales.
How does it work?
We pick precise locations, and whenever a customer enters that location, they see our ads.
That's what I thought.
Cumulus Digital.
This is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville, streaming worldwide on the Sports Animal app and website, 99.1thesportsanimal.com. 99.1 The Sports Animal, the station where the Vols play.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by TaxSlayer. Start filing for free today at TaxSlayer.com. Somebody figured out that Justin Fields unfollowed the Bears, but at the same time follows the likes of Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and Bijan Robinson, and of course, they all play for the Falcons. There you have it. What's more legitimate than social media follow and unfollows? I'm Jim Rome.
Getting your guaranteed maximum refund with TaxSlayer feels like discovering a refund tree has grown in your backyard.
I'm the refund tree.
Sawing off its branches.
Hey.
Feeding them through a wood chipper.
My branches! My beautiful branches!
And dancing in its refund rain. Start for free and get your guaranteed maximum refund. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
With your choice of select sandwich, nugs, fries, and a drink, Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag is your go-to. Your nugget wingman. Your hot and crispy fry co-pilot.
Just like us. We're like the bag boys.
What?
Bag boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we bring your food?
For a deal you can count on, bet on Biggie and choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Bag boys.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Includes choice of JVC or crispy chicken sandwich with 4-piece nugs, junior fry, and small soft drink. Third-party delivery pricing may be higher.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Recovering millions at damages for personal injury clients throughout East Tennessee. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group so they can help you get the help you need. 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Welcome into the final hour of Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We'll talk to Jay Busby of Yahoo Sports coming up at 2:30. We have an attaboy to hand up here in the final hour. That thanks to Native Design and Hardscape, which brought us the sleigh ride over the last hour. So a lot of Tennessee basketball on today's show with the game coming up tonight against Missouri. 7 o'clock tip-off. The game will be on the SEC Network. We'll have the radio broadcast as well. You'll hear Tom Hart, familiar voice, along with VFL Dane Bradshaw on the call of the game on the television side. So Tennessee at Missouri tonight before Texas A&M comes to town this weekend. Tennessee baseball will have its home opener, 4:30 start time against UNC Asheville. They'll play again tomorrow, same time against ETSU. We've also had plenty to discuss on the football side with Josh Heupel making 2 hires here in the last 24 hours. Running back coach Darrell Sims and then linebackers coach William Inge will come in to replace Brian John Marie, Jerry Mack leaving as the running backs coach. So Sims and Inge, the new coaches to complete the staff. We would expect it will be complete that way, and has to make Tennessee fans feel a little bit better that you don't have to worry about it. Not that there was much worry, I believe, in the first place, but you began the show saying you like the hires for Tennessee.
Yeah, I do. I do. I want some new blood, new opportunities for coaches that have been maybe at smaller schools or been clawing and fighting, scratching to be at this level on this stage. And I look at a Darrell Sims who has been clawing and scratching for years to be at a place like Tennessee. He's finally here. I've heard good things about him. Also heard good things about Inge, and it's good to see that he has experience coaching on the highest stage, and he did that when Washington played for a national championship against Michigan. I think it really looks good on Josh Heupel that Inge would leave a head coach where he had coached with before, had a lot of success with at Washington, was going to follow him to Alabama, but decided to come to Tennessee. It looks really good on him and Tim Banks, because we fully feel like that Tim Banks is the one that identified Inge as the guy that he wanted to bring on his defensive staff. So good get for Tim Banks. Now it's about those guys going out there, recruiting at a high level, and then making sure that their players are out there performing, that they're prepared, that they are executing, and we'll see how that looks in a couple of weeks.
We also have the official news of the 5+7 format for the college football playoff. The conversation had operated here over the last, few months at least, that is the format. It just had to become official, and they received the unanimous approval to the model, and it essentially means that you will have the, quote, Big Four, the Big Ten, SEC, ACC, and Big 12 champions, plus the Group of Five champion. It's not officially being called the Group of Five because technically it's just the top 5 ranked conference champs. So you could have potentially 2 of the typical Group of 5. Realistically, that's probably not what's going to occur. But you will have the top 5 ranked conference champs, and then the 7 teams ranked highest to join them, and the top 4 conference champs will get the first 4 spots for the buys in the playoff format.
Definitely want that if you're any team. You can't lose a game you don't play.
That is correct. If you have to play less games to win a national championship, I would recommend that route.
And stay fresh, stay healthy. That is the best case scenario. But it gives other teams an opportunity, and that's why we're here, because there has been some really, really good teams at the end of the season that maybe have deserved the opportunity to compete for a championship, didn't get that opportunity because of the limited size, the limited space in the college football playoff. Now with the expansion, all right, you say you can beat one of the big teams from the big conferences, all right, go out there and prove it. You'll have that opportunity now.
I would make just the top 4 teams the teams that get the buys. I recognize that could be 2 teams from the same conference, but
it's probably going to be, Josh.
What's that?
So it's probably going to be like that.
Well, no. In this format, the 4 highest ranked conference champs.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Get the first round bye. So, I mean, realistically, with Texas and Oklahoma leaving, we're going to see some Big 12 champs that are not quite
not that good
up to snuff.
Yeah,
they could still be one of the 4 highest ranked.
Yeah, I mean, the toughest competition might be like a Central Florida or something like that, and it's possible that a Big 12 champion can get absolutely crushed in the first round by a team that is a lower seed than them. That could happen. That's going to happen.
But you know what that does? It adds a little bit of frustrated controversy among fans that will take place in November and December, and college football will always take that. They may have done it for that purpose, to create that little extra controversy within the rankings.
When that happens, people will be complaining and wanting to expand it even more.
That's right. Yeah, are you ready for the 16-team playoff talk?
Does that mean
I was more of an
football?
I was more of an 8-team guy, but 12 is fine. Expanding past 4 was inevitable, so 12 is fine. I don't think this is the best format for it, but I think it's a format that makes sense overall.
What's Josh Ward's best format?
Well, I would go with an 8-team playoff. I would have to think about what the automatic bid situation looks like there in a big 2 to 3 conference, in my opinion. Just because the Big 12 is literally big in terms of the amount of teams doesn't mean that I consider it on the same level as the SEC or the Big Ten as a conference.
In Josh Ward's world, do we get more football or less football with 18 versus 12-team playoff?
Well, we get less football that counts for the championship, but those other 4 can just go play in other bowl games.
I'm done. I don't like your way. I want more championship, competitive football where the stakes are high. That's what I want.
No, you don't. You just want better odds for the Vols to get in is what you want. 12 gives a better route to the playoff than 8. That's what you want.
Josh.
Yes.
It's about the kids, man.
It sure is.
It's about the kids having an opportunity to achieve their dreams and goals. It's not about me, Josh. It's about the kids, man. It's about them. It's about the players, Josh. Don't be selfish. Think about the players here.
Yep.
They put up all this hard work in, all this training in. They deserve a better opportunity to win championship. Don't close that opportunity for them, Josh. It's about the kids.
Excuse me for closing the door on the kids.
Don't ever.
The 23-year-old kids playing college football these days.
About the kids, man.
Yeah, excuse me. By the way, I think a couple of minutes ago, that's the first time in my life I've used the expression up to snuff. I don't know if that's some kind of transition into a different demographic, but up to snuff, it's now in my repertoire.
Who you been hanging out with, Josh?
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
In the YouTube chat, we were asked a couple of questions. One, who uses more beard oil, Josh or Swain? Also, Josh, can you tell a Farragut story? I've used beard oil from time to time.
Well, I guess in that case, probably me then.
I need to use more beard coloring is what I need to use these days.
I didn't use any today. But I had to give me some juices and berries.
Yeah, I've had some beard oil from Nothing Too Fancy that did the trick. Shines it up real good.
Okay, yeah. But I do agree with you. You probably do need some beard coloring.
Yep.
Yeah. It wouldn't hurt. But hey, ain't nothing wrong with a little. I mean, I wouldn't call it salt and pepper. I would call it salt. More like
pepper
salt,
shaker broke. Is that what you're saying?
More like salt and cumin.
The lighting in the studio is a little.
Like salt and cinnamon over there.
It's adding some shine. And then also in the YouTube chat, Josh Heupel hired William Inge to coach linebackers to eventually be the defensive coordinator when Tim Banks leaves. Could be a head coach in the next couple of years. Banks was linked to the Middle Tennessee job this past offseason.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I was making a point about liking John Jancic as an option, I mean, that's what I was thinking about. Tim Banks is eventually going to be a head coach, and John Jancic would be someone with DC experience in the SEC that you can plug and play. But I think that's a really, really good point. If you're Inge and you see an opportunity or a path to be a defensive coordinator and climb that ladder. That's why earlier we had a question about, all right, if you're assistant coach, where do you want to go right now, Tennessee or Alabama? And we said, well, it depends. Mm-hmm. Tim Banks is probably closer to being a head coach than maybe I won't say that because defensive coordinator at Alabama now used to be a head coach. So it just depends. And I can certainly see that case here with Tim Banks, who I think is the next big coordinator in the SEC that's going to be a head coach, kind of like Alex Golish.
Swain's Little Achievers, just trying to find more playoff spots for the kids.
Hey, man, that's what it's about, man. It's about the young people, Josh. 12 is a good number. More opportunity for those Vols. I mean, more opportunities for the kids.
So if Alabama sneaks into that 12th playoff spot, you'll be happy for the Tide. It's like Scott's Tots, Swain's Little Achievers.
I didn't say Bama kids.
Yeah, and to be clear, CJ in Johnson City asking, so are we getting a conference champ that doesn't get a first-round bye, either Big 12 or ACC? So there'll be 5 conference champs, and the 4 highest ranked of the conference champs get the first-round byes. So, yeah, every year there will be a conference champ that does not have a first-round bye that's playing in the first round. You have home sites on campuses for the first round. That's probably what I'm most excited about with this new playoff format. And then you move to bowl sites starting with the quarterfinal round when you get to 8.
I can see it now, man. When Tennessee gets in and they're like a 9th seed or 10th seed or 7th seed, don't win. Well, gotta be one of the top 4. Gotta be SEC champions. Yeah. That'll be probably the new complaint.
Yeah, you want to be top 8. Top 4 is preferred, so you get the bye. You need to win a championship. I will say we've had the question. So our team's going to care less about championships. If a championship gets you the bye,
no, you don't care about it.
You're going to care about it.
No, you're going to care about it.
But if you're in the top 8, you can also, if you can't get the bye,
with the home game,
you want the home game.
Yeah. So you'll care. You'll care because you get that extra week to rest. You're guaranteed to play the next week because you're not going to play. Can't lose a game you don't play. And then if you don't get that, you definitely want to play at home, 100%. So there's still incentive to treat every game in the regular season like a playoff game. And it's football. Like you can't go into a game in football and be like, it's all right to drop this one. No. Like football players are wired differently. There's only a certain amount of games. Baseball or basketball, it's different because there's so many. So I can tell you right now, if there was a 12-team playoff when I was playing, we would still treat each week the same because it's Florida week. We don't like Florida. We're trying to beat them. It's Bama week. It's Georgia week. Like, you still prepare to beat the opponent that's on the schedule. The same if there was not a college football playoff. So I don't think you're going to lose much fireworks from the regular season like people are afraid it's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen at all.
How would you treat South Alabama week?
Like we do now. Beat them down and get those second-string people in and rest Nico. Last year was beat them down so we can see Nico.
Yeah.
This year it's beat them down so we can rest Nico.
Get some fourth-quarter Merklinger bombs.
Exactly.
We'll come back on Josh and Swain. An attaboy to hand out. Jay Busby of Yahoo Sports in 15 minutes. He'll join us at 2:30. We're here until 3 o'clock on Josh and Swain.
99.1 The Sports Animal and Coors Light are going to help you chill out and get fired up. Listen weekdays for the cue to call to become a finalist in the Coors Light Chill It and Grill It contest. You could win an awesome outdoor grill, a Yeti cooler, Coors Light swag, and a $100 gift card. He'll draw one finalist from the Jungle Email Club, too. Listen for your chance to chill it and grill it from Coors Light and the station for hot prizes and cool contests. 99.1 The Sports Animal.
They're coming, and they're ready to bug you. Are you ready? If not, we can arm your home with the pest defense you need to survive. Thomas Pest Solutions. Let us rid your home of those pesky insects and let you enjoy a bug-free home. Get a free quote right now at Thomas Pest Solutions at 566-8444. No obligations, no binding contracts. Thomas Pest Solutions. We believe in solutions, not control. Goodbye, bugs.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Now I'm getting a cold.
Honey. Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Business has always been about turning a profit, making money. But can it stand for something more? Something beyond dollars and cents? We think so. We think that today, business has a higher calling, a purpose to be fair and just, to do right by their workers, customers, communities, and the environment. And it turns out companies successful doing that also do better for their bottom line. When you see the Just Capital seal, it means this company is a force for good. Visit justcapital.com to learn more.
Don't miss the huge arcade gun and knife show and sale this weekend at the Knoxville Expo Center, featuring thousands of rifles, shotguns, handguns, wholesale ammo, and reloading supplies, all at liquidation prices. It's like shopping at the world's largest sporting goods store. Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 9 to 4 at the Knoxville Expo Center.
Is retirement around the corner? If so, this message is for you. This is Eric Ainge with Senior Benefit Inc., and they specialize in all things Medicare. A local family-owned brokerage company that can help you if you're leaving your group coverage and entering that Medicare free-for-all. That can be frustrating, and Senior Benefit Inc. knows that. Don't make the difficult decisions alone. All you have to do is call Senior Benefit Inc. and let them help you. Their services are free and confidential. Call them, guys, 865-862-4298 or online at getsbi.com.
Hello, friends. This is Kevin Frazier, and it's Wham Dougal time at Frazier's Carpet One. It's February, and Frazier's is packed to the rafters with carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl tile and plank, ceramic, and more. So it's time for our once-a-year Wham Dougal sale. If it's in stock, it's on sale. Carpet from 69 cents a square foot. Hardwood from $1.99 a square foot. Luxury vinyl plank from 79 cents a square foot. And the list goes on and on. January was our biggest and best sale ever. Frazier suppliers are chomping at the bit to keep the momentum rocking. So if you're even thinking about new floor covering, now is the time to call Frazier's at 546-4850. And we'll come to you with free in-home estimates.
Frazier's. I like your style.
It's a Wham Dougal of a sale. For the floor, from the store, you trust more. Frazier's Carpet One.
Hi, it's me, Tracy King at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Text your address to me at 505-7455 and you'll receive your home's highest cash offers in seconds. Text your address to me at 505-7455 and start packing.
What if you could get a 365 days comfort guarantee to adjust the firmness or softness of your mattress? What if you could get a two-sided flippable mattress at factory direct pricing? What if it came with a warranty of up to 20 years? What if you could watch your mattress being handmade right here in the Knoxville factory? You can at Brothers Bedding Mattress Factory. Brothers Bedding understands what it means to be local, high quality, excellent service, and a name you can trust for over 85 years. BrothersBedding.com.
99.1 The Sports Animal is always as close as your phone. Download our Sports Animal app, and we're there 24/7. All facts, no fluff. Honest, credible sports information from two guys that know the facts. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Welcome back into Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. We're on social media. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Josh and Swain. We'll talk to Jay Busby of Yahoo Sports coming up in 10 minutes, and we'll be with you until 3 o'clock. We've talked Tennessee football, Tennessee basketball. Ron Slade joined us for a full hour, and each and every day we hand out an attaboy, attaboys or attagirls, thanks to Native Design and Hardscape, nativetn.com. And Swain, this guy deserves all kinds of accolades for what he accomplished during his career. Matthew Slater announced his retirement after 16 seasons in the NFL. He holds the NFL record for most special teams Pro Bowl appearances with 10. We'll tell you about what Bill Belichick said about him in a moment, but when he was drafted in the 5th round out of UCLA, his goal was to make the team. His goal was to make the NFL, and here we are, 10 Pro Bowl appearances later, nearly 2 decades later, talking about one of the best special teams players in the history of the game. Bill Belichick said he is the best special teams player and said that he was fortunate to coach what he considers the best offensive player in Tom Brady, the best defensive player in Lawrence Taylor, and the best special teams player in Matthew Slater. Incredible praise from Belichick, who also, beyond that, praised him for the person that he is, which probably backs up the role that he played on special teams. An incredible career, the son of Jackie Slater, the Hall of Famer, and a lot of people are pushing for Slater to get real consideration for the Hall of Fame as well.
16 years? 16 years in the NFL.
Yep.
That's unbelievable.
And he spent all 16 seasons with the Patriots.
That's unbelievable. To play that long, to be that durable, and in 10 of those 16 years, he was a Pro Bowler. And I don't know if there's a better example of someone starring in their role.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, high school, maybe college, you don't have that same fire and passion for playing special teams as you do on offense and defense sometimes. Now, when you're getting paid to do it, that's different. Like, you're trying to make the team, you use special teams to make the team, and, hey, if you got to play special teams, then you got to do it. Like, I remember Kelly Washington. I expected him to go be an all-pro receiver. But Kelly Washington, he was mainly a special teams player. And that's how he stayed on the team and kept those checks rolling. But
yep.
I don't think there's a better example of starring in your role. Like Dennis Rodman was the best rebounder ever. Ben Wallace was a great rebounder. Those guys didn't score a lot of points. They starred in their role. Their role was to get loose balls, win 50-50 balls, get the rebound. And they did it. They did it to the best of their ability and was one of the best in NBA history. Jackie Slater's son, Matthew Slater, maybe the best special teams player of all time.
Extremely charitable. He was involved in many different organizations outside of football, and Belichick added to the praise for Matthew Slater as a player, calling him the finest example of what an intense competitor and human being should be. Matthew is exceedingly kind and supremely loved and respected by all his peers. 16 years in the NFL, 10 Pro Bowl appearances, 8 All-Pro recognition, 8-time All-Pro recognition, 5 times on the first team, and might just be a Hall of Famer in the future. So 16 years in the league as a special teams player. Attaboy to Matthew Slater for all that he accomplished. We hand out attaboys and attagirls every day thanks to Native Design and Hardscape. They have the new Native Nursery for landscapers and contractors. They can help you with plants, trees, landscaping materials like boulders, flagstone, mulch, and more at Native Design and Hardscape. So go to nativetn.com or call 865-310-3256 for Native Design and Hardscape, Knoxville's premier landscaping and hardscape designer. We'll come back and talk to Jay Busby of Yahoo Sports. We're with you for another 30 minutes right here on Josh and Swain.
Be sure to download the new Sports Animal app from iTunes or Google Play Store. It's never been easier to follow our podcasts. The upgraded Sports Animal app is powered by Big Kahuna Wings, the wings that changed it all. The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
The new college football playoff model has officially been approved as the College Football Playoff Board of Managers unanimously approved earlier this morning a 12-team model that will guarantee the 5 highest-ranked conference champions inclusion in the 12-team field, along with the next 7 highest-ranked teams. 5th-ranked Tennessee is on the road to take on Missouri in SEC play. The Vols have won 4 of their last 5 and are coming off back-to-back wins over Arkansas and Vanderbilt most recently on Saturday. Missouri is 0-12 in SEC play so far this season. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock. Coverage begins at 6:30 right here on The Sports Animal. Other ranked teams in action tonight at 8:30. Number 1 UConn takes on 15th-ranked Creighton. At 9 o'clock, 11th-ranked Baylor battles number 25 BYU. Number 19 San Diego State visits Utah State. Number 23 Texas Tech takes on TCU. And number 18 St. Mary's gets a visit from San Francisco at 11. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Ted Russell Ford and Ted Russell Lincoln and how they can help you find what you're looking for. They have so many different options with brand new vehicles from the Ford lineup as well as the Lincoln lineup at the brand new Lincoln Vitrine, their Ted Russell Lincoln location on Kingston Pike at Walker Springs Road. Brand new vehicle options as well as a pre-owned selection that can help you find what you need. They can fit any lifestyle. They can fit whatever your budget is, and I can tell you that from personal experience, having bought several vehicles. We did a trade-in each time at Ted Russell Ford. We've bought from both the Kingston Pike and Parkside Drive locations. So if you're in the market for a truck, They can help you with brand new 2023 Ford F-150s with savings and low interest rates available. Their SUV lineup includes the Edge, the Explorer, the Expedition. If you are interested in a Ford Bronco, see how Ted Russell Ford can help you, as well as with their lineup of electric vehicles. You go to Ted Russell Ford if you're looking for an electric Ford, the only Model E elite dealer you're going to find here in the area. Kingston Pike and Parkside Drive. Shop locally at Ted Russell Ford and Ted Russell Lincoln.
This has been a paid announcement.
This is Eric Ainge from my HVAC company of choice, Chafee Air and Plumbing, a local veteran-owned business, and the owner, a UT grad, actually went to school with me on the Hill. The Chafee Air and Plumbing team are the ones keeping you warm and dry, fixing busted water lines, furnaces, and heat pumps during the cold weather season while other companies are closed. Chafee Air and Plumbing is an independent, American standard heating and air conditioning customer care dealer, and they're ready to assist you. Find out more and how to become a VIP member and their comfort guarantee on the website, coolingheatingplumbing.com.
We're here with Sean, a satisfied patient of Dr. James Kotsianis, General and Cosmetic Dentistry.
I went to Dr. Kotsianis for a cleaning and an examination. Dr. Kotsianis has started a program with me on getting my teeth back in shape the way that they should be. He tells you just the way it is, and I appreciate that. I'm a person that likes someone to be straight with them about what they need done.
New patients welcome to call Dr. Jim at 584-0276 or drjimdentist.com.
This is Andy Lehman with Lehman Jewelers. At Lehman Jewelers, we consider it our honor to be invited into your special life moments. Since 1983, we've assisted couples with their engagements and anniversaries. We've helped you pick a birthday gift. We've cheered you on with all your promotions and life celebrations. We even consider it our privilege to assist families with the handling of their loved one's estate. You've trusted us to provide the extra special care to make those moments amazing and seamless. Our expert jewelers, gemologists, and sales team provide a low-pressure listening ear to give you the best customer service that we can. Your customer satisfaction is what we strive for every day because you matter to us. Thank you, East Tennessee, for choosing Lehman Jewelers for your fine jewelry milestones. Located in Turkey Creek and Maryville, Lehman Jewelers is your hometown jeweler of choice. If you're looking for a jeweler for your next milestone, we would love the opportunity to earn your trust. Get to know us at lehmanjewelers.com or come meet our 5-star staff.
Hi, this is John with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and you want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me, 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you'd like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location. I buy several houses per month, and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Do you own a house that is in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying these houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosed houses. If you own a house and you want to sell it fast, call me at 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711.
This report is sponsored by the Tennessee Valley Authority. From weathering the storm to keeping the lights on. At the Tennessee Valley Authority, they're on a mission to make life better for our entire community. If you are too, then join them and do good here. TVA.com.
We're tracking plenty of sunshine as we head into your Tuesday afternoon. High temperatures topping out right around 58 degrees, so above average once again. Make sure to get outside and enjoy the beautiful weather now with the light breeze out of the west, as we are tracking some changes on the way by the end of the week. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jacob Durham.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Life's troubles aren't always fun, but there's a law group in town who will help you get them done. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. You're listening to Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Welcome back into Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us with 30 minutes to go. Tyler and Will coming up at 3 o'clock on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Another 30 minutes on AM 640 The Sports Monster, live in the Tri-Cities today, each and every afternoon here on the show. And each Tuesday, we look forward to talking to Jay Busby from Yahoo Sports. He joins us now, yahoosports.com, easy to find online. Jay, we appreciate the time as always. Here in the last week, we've talked to you about this. There's the Brady-Mahomes conversation. There's also the post-Patriots conversation, which is starting to get a little bit of play. There's the Dynasty documentary series. What have you been able to find out about it? And is this something that you think will get more play from NFL fans, this look back at what was a historical run by the New England Patriots, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and everybody else?
Yeah, the Dynasty series, it's New England's answer to The Last Dance. And like pretty much everybody outside of New England, when I heard about this coming through, I rolled my eyes so hard that I went on the injured reserve list. The idea of further lionizing the Patriots franchise when we've been seeing the NFL and a whole certain Boston-based media giving them back rubs for 20 years just didn't – I was kind of tired of it, But – I got to look at it, and I have to say I was incredibly impressed by how the documentarians handled this. This is not going to make you a Patriots fan. And in fact, it's kind of the opposite. There's so much negative about the Patriots that if you hate New England, there's going to be plenty in here for you to just dig into. There's Spygate, there's Deflategate, there's Aaron Hernandez, there's Bill Belichick just being every bit a grumpy, horrible bastard that you would think he would be. So I think it's a great look at a franchise. I think the big difference here is that The Last Dance came out, A, during COVID when we were all in lockdown and didn't have anything to watch, and B, it came out, 25, 30 years after everything went down with the Bulls. So we had time enough for nostalgia to set in. We had distance. We're still – Tom Brady's barely retired. Bill Belichick is perhaps not even retired. The Patriots still exist as a team, so we don't have a whole lot of distance yet. But once – future NFL historians start to look back at this team, I think that the Dynasty is going to be a good – it's a long-ass documentary, but I think it's going to be a good one.
Which Patriot will take the role of Scottie Pippen, the hating, bitter teammate?
That's a good question. It's probably going to be Belichick, honestly. I mean, Pippen, obviously, he didn't come out looking real good in that, but what's interesting is they had the big triumvirate there. You got Robert Kraft, you got Tom Brady, you got Bill Belichick, and Kraft is obviously, he's always worn his heart on his sleeve. Brady, they ask him, and he starts to break down. He's talking about the ending of the franchise. He gets emotional. Again, he could all be faking it, but he'd have to be a pretty good actor to do that. Belichick is just a grumpy dude, and he's just like, yeah, well, we reached the end of our run. That's how it goes. And he just cold as ice, every bit as cold as you'd think he'd be. So, yeah, of the people that are going to be upset about this documentary and how they're portrayed, I think Belichick is going to be number one.
Jay Busby, Yahoo Sports, is with us. Have the Chiefs claimed dynasty status? I guess that's up for debate on what your term or what your definition of dynasty is. But, 3 titles now in a short span. What do you say, Jay?
I mean, considering people were talking about the Seahawks being a potential dynasty back in the mid-2010s, yeah, I think the Chiefs are there. I mean, the simple fact is that it is tougher than ever to put together a dynasty in this kind of competitive environment, this kind of salary cap environment. I don't see how you can say the Chiefs are anything but. I mean, it's a question of how long it's going to last. I mean, if Andy Reid is already getting talked about as potentially retiring, that's going to have a huge impact on it. Patrick Mahomes will be around for another decade or whatever. But there are pieces of this, much like the Patriots, that you're going to have to figure out how to work around it. And the Patriots, they existed because of the Belichick-Brady dynamic. We are not going to have 20 years of that with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. So it's going to be fascinating to see how long it lasts. But yeah, I think right now we are in the Patriots dynasty. Everybody else is playing for second place for right now.
Is it too early to say that Patrick Mahomes is? I mean, you go compare the numbers after the same amount of seasons. 7, 8, 9 seasons. Mahomes' numbers pretty good, better than Brady's. Is it too early to say he's better?
Yes, just because of longevity. But Brady has never had a 6-year stretch like Mahomes has had since he started. So it's in terms of he's the best quarterback. It's like the LeBron, Kobe, MJ debate. Who would you want taking the last shot, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. I would say it's Mahomes is the best, Brady is the greatest. So that's where you lay it out for right now. And Mahomes still has that chance to be the greatest, but he's got to put a few more years under his belt with some wins.
Jay Busby, Yahoo Sports. Did you spend any time watching All-Star Weekend, NBA All-Star Weekend? If you did, how close are we to not seeing All-Star Game at all? Because it took some time for the Pro Bowl to go away because people just stopped watching it.
Yeah, I mean, I am, just by our conversation, I know y'all are in the same boat as me. I'm a 90s NBA kid. I loved the All-Star Game back then because they would play the same way. I'm sure you guys have talked about this. They played the same way. They'd be all dorking around for three quarters, and then get down to that final quarter, they'd be like, all right, we're going to play some D now. And Jordan would just lock down on somebody, and Magic would take it to another level. This was just layup drills and three-point shots. I mean, and we all know that. It was tough. I watched it. I had it on. I'm an NBA loyalist from way back, so I had it on. But it's just like, how is this going to attract anybody new? It's just a goofy situation. The only way to do it is to give the teams more incentive to play. And how do you do that? I mean, I've seen everything from saying that the losers have to pay the winners out of their pocket, which I love the idea. But there's no way that the teams are going to sign off on that. There just has to be something more than just pride, because pride is not motivating these guys right now enough to make it into something more. But yeah, it was a mess. We had it on. I was at a party on Saturday night when they were doing the whole skills drill with the moving hoops that they were trying to vertical hoops that they were trying to shoot through, and people were like, what the hell is this? They're trying everything that they can to throw it at the wall and see if it sticks, and none of it is, because it fundamentally comes down to the players. The players have to care, and if the players don't care, fans aren't going to care.
Well, another thing I wonder is, what do we want and what do 13 to 25-year-olds? I'm choosing a kind of random split there,
Yeah.
but like if you go to YouTube and you go to TikTok and social media where the NBA is so popular, their YouTube channel is a huge hit. What the desire there is going to be different from you and me sitting down on a Sunday evening watching on television, which people in that other demographic are not as likely to do.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, if they want to see nothing but amazing, highlight-worthy dunks and shots, three-pointers, and no fouls, then this was like a TikTok game, man. It was 200 different little bite-sized seconds there, split up across the game. So yeah, and that's the challenge that the NBA faces. That's the challenge that every league faces now, is how do you deal with changing consumption habits? The NBA is better positioned than pretty much any other league, because it's a collection of highlights strung together. You don't even need to watch the games and just pluck out those highlights. But this is like getting a cake that was nothing but icing. Icing is great. Everybody loves icing, but you got to have some of the cake too, and otherwise the icing just makes you sick. And that's what the All-Star game was.
Had that conversation with my kids this past weekend, so that is a very good point. Jay Busby, Yahoo Sports. Before you go, the Daytona 500, speaking of, where are things and where are they moving forward? Daytona 500 yesterday feels like an annual tradition.
Yeah.
It gets moved to Monday with weather affecting things, but start of the season, what should race fans think about where things are after William Byron gets the win?
Yeah, I mean, NASCAR of all the sports, if the NBA is the most TikTok ready, the NASCAR is the most cursed sport, because they have everything set up perfectly, and then things that they absolutely cannot control go wrong, like the weather, pushing it to Monday afternoon, or the end of the race where, if you didn't see it, it ended under a yellow. It didn't end up with them racing back because of the way that one car kind of spun into the grass and spun back, and they threw a caution and stopped the race right there, and whoever was leading won the race. They do that for safety reasons. They do that for very understandable reasons, but it still sucks. It would be like if it's like in soccer, when the race, when the match ends because of injury timeout, you don't know quite when it's going to end, and then it's over, it's done. And so it's a little bit anticlimactic. NASCAR is doing all that it can to try to appeal to the younger demographic. NASCAR is fighting an even bigger uphill battle than the NBA is, trying to juggle the needs of older fans and younger fans. I mean, younger fans just don't want to sit in a stand for 4 hours and watch cars go around in a circle. They want to enjoy the situation. That's what NASCAR's trying to appeal to. But it's tough. It's going to be a challenge. But they've got a lot of young drivers. They've got a lot of exciting drivers, and they got some people to hate too, which is always fun.
We're in the post-NFL season mode, so Major League Baseball soon opening up, NBA stretch run, same with hockey, college basketball, and golf and NASCAR. So all different sports, and Jay Busby, you're covering all of them. YahooSports.com. Anything to plug before we let you go?
Not at the moment. This would be my plug for get your chores done now. This is the get the work around the house done time. Because before long you're going to have the March Madness starting up, and then you're going to run all the way through summer, right on through till postseason baseball, and then by then football is started again. So yeah, this is that you got a brief window here. So get your chores done. Have a TV on in the background, but get your chores done now so that you can dedicate yourself and your life to sports for the rest of the year.
YahooSports.com to keep up with the coverage. In the meantime, hey, Jay, thank you for the time as always. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Always, my friend. See you soon.
Thank you, Jay. Jay Busby joining us from Yahoo Sports. Yeah, the 10-minute condensed all-star highlight video that they put on YouTube is at close to 1.5 million views.
Oh, they crushed that.
So that's, and I know it's not apples to apples, but in terms of views, that's going to be better than what almost every cable viewership will be.
Yep.
Right? So that's just, I wonder what they're even looking for in trying to figure out what the next decade plus looks like, because those can be two different conversations. Viewership on TV, what we want and remember as fans versus what future fans are going to be looking for.
They're not happy with what happened this past weekend.
Yep.
You can make clips that are YouTube and Instagram ready from a better product on TV.
You sure can. So
they got to fix what happened this past weekend. Do some one-on-ones. Do King of the Court. Do some 2-on-2s. Sabrina Ionescu and Steph Curry. That was a fantastic wrinkle.
That was a great idea, and it was a hit.
They need to bring it back and maybe expand it. So don't be the NFL. Don't be like the Pro Bowl. You have silly skills competition when they playing dodgeball. Like, I caught myself watching about 3 minutes of dodgeball, and I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? This is not a real football game. So I turned the channel. Don't be the NFL, NBA. You have to fix this.
They could do like a New Era sponsored battle, LeBron versus other players, who caps the most, something like that.
Well, LeBron would win that. LeBron win that.
I did laugh with his comments of he's 50-50 on whether he wants a going away tour or
and then
to
he
just
said
walk
he's not
away.
good with getting compliments. Come on, man. You see that highlight a couple of days ago where like he did a touch pass and people were questioning whether or not it was an accident or not. And he was like, "Come on, man, you know me. They should have known better." But you go look at the video in slow mo. His reaction
was that of
someone who accidentally dropped the pass and then so happened to land in his teammate's hands.
He sold it well. That's how you sell it, Swain.
That's the one thing about LeBron, man, that bothers me so much. It's like, why are you lying about that?
Right.
Like, just be lying about stuff that don't matter, man. That's the only thing that bothers me about LeBron.
We'll come back for a final segment of today's show. We hit the power poll and then get you to Tyler and Will at 3 as we continue on Josh and Swain.
Are you thinking about repairing or replacing your garage door? Think no longer. Service Plus Garage Doors motto says it all. To some, it's just a garage door. To us, it's our reputation, providing excellent service to East Tennesseans for over 10 years with a full line of garage door services. Whether you're a homeowner, builder, or subcontractor, they do it all. You can always count on knowledgeable trained technicians and a professional, helpful staff. Check out the largest showroom in the area with 10 full-size garage doors. Schedule a free quote at 865-908-4824 and check out customer reviews and service discounts at serviceplusgaragedoors.com.
This Friday morning at 9, go online to 991thesportsanimal.com and get $50 to Jets Pizza for only $25. Sweet deals are a chance for you to experience some of the finest restaurants and attractions East Tennessee has to offer. So don't miss this sweet deal to Jets Pizza, going live Friday at 9.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career you'll love with flexibility, great pay and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces? Come join our growing team. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
The Downtown Knoxville Boat Show presented by the East Tennessee Ford Dealers returns to the Convention Center February 29th through March 3rd. Hundreds of boats to choose from. Wake surf boats, pontoons, bass boats, and bow riders. Financing on site from Knoxville TBA Employees Credit Union. Visit downtownknoxvilleboatshow.com. The Downtown Knoxville Boat Show presented by the East Tennessee Ford Dealers returns to the Convention Center February 29th through March 3rd. Hundreds of boats to choose from. Wake surf boats, pontoons, bass boats, and bow riders. Financing on site from Knoxville TVA Employees Credit Union. Visit downtownknoxvilleboatshow.com.
They're coming, and they're ready to bug you. Are you ready? If not, we can arm your home with the pest defense you need to survive. Thomas Pest Solutions. Let us rid your home of those pesky insects and let you enjoy a bug-free home. Get a free quote right now at Thomas Pest Solutions at 566-8444. No obligations, no binding contracts. Thomas Pest Solutions. We believe in solutions, not control. Goodbye, bugs.
Got a small business that no one's heard of except your grandma? Time for a boost. From Cumulus Boost, the affordable way to boost local search engine optimization and help manage reviews. Cumulus Boost helps local businesses improve their online presence so they're not buried by bigger companies and local searches. Get found, get on the map, and get a boost with Cumulus Boost at cumulusboost.com. That's CUMULUS boost.com.
I remember when I was a little boy and every day we had fresh milk delivered by our friend Fred. You see, Fred was our milkman and he always had a smile on his face. He went about his business with joy and he served his customers well. He would deliver our milk ice cold in those glass bottles and right to our doorstep. It seems like that good old-fashioned, joyful service is a thing of the past these days. Well, not here at the Bed Store. We believe that when you choose to buy your mattress from us, that we should make your entire experience a great one. When we deliver your bed, we literally roll out a red carpet to make sure that we show your home the utmost respect, and we put little mints on your new pillows. We go over, above, and beyond because you deserve that kind of old-fashioned tuck-you-in service. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get well tucked into any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get up to $300 in free sleep accessories, and we'll deliver that Tempur-Pedic locally for free. Come see us at any one of our 8 convenient area locations today or shop with us at bedstore.com. The Bed Store, while we'll even tuck you in.
The big dog of heating and cooling is now looking for more techs to join the pack. Chancey & Reynolds is now hiring HVAC duct mechanics and technicians, providing a great benefits package, paid vacation and holidays. These are full-time positions for those who want a career, not just a job. Chancey & Reynolds, in business for more than 40 years, is a York Heating and Air Specialty company. Apply in person at 614 Van Street or call 865-525-5076.
The big dog of heating and cooling. The big dog.
I've heard it said that streaming the sports animal has replaced the old wanna Netflix and chill. Well, it was me that said that, but I've heard it said. I do spend most evenings alone now that I think about it.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Today, it's our final segment of the show. How about we close out with the giveaway? That's always good. People like free things. Is that right, Swain?
Who doesn't like free things?
Especially if that includes a family 4-pack of tickets to go see the Knoxville Ice Bears, which you can do this week. First caller to 656 wins will win a family 4-pack of tickets to see the Knoxville Ice Bears. Good for any Knoxville Ice Bears home game this season. And this Saturday, it's going to be a big night, Preds night. This upcoming Saturday, 7:35, when the puck will drop against the Pensacola Ice Flyers. Preds night with the Knoxville Ice Bears. Great organization, great entertainment for the fans. Preds night coming up this week, and the first caller at 656 wins will win a family 4-pack of tickets to go see any Knoxville Ice Bears home game this season, and be listening through the end of the week. We'll continue to give away tickets to go see the Ice Bears.
Yeah, give me free, man. I like free.
Free is good.
Free 99. Sign me up.
We've both gone on record putting the Josh and Swain guarantee on the Vols beating Missouri tonight. It's our bold pick of the week.
Do the Charles Barkley voice.
Happy birthday to Charles.
That's
61
right.
Today, is that right?
Yeah. Do the guaranteed Charles Barkley voice. Come on, Josh.
I'll leave it to you.
No. I asked you first. We're gonna see it here soon. I don't know if TNT is going to be on tonight or not, but every time Charles Barkley guarantees a victory, that team loses.
Falls on its face.
Yeah. You're not going to give the people what they want. They want to hear Josh Ward.
I can't hear it in my mind right now, so I don't want to. On his birthday, I don't want to do a disservice.
Yeah, Rob Tate. Tennessee.
To Sir Charles.
Gets the dub.
We talked about, right ahead of the power poll, we talked about great nicknames in basketball history. The sports had so many great nicknames. Did any of us show love to? Well, actually, I did the.
Yeah, you had like 8 honorable mentions.
Yeah, I didn't mention Sir Charles, but
the round mound of rebound.
That's the one I went with.
That's not a good nickname.
Sir Charles.
Sir Charles is good.
Yeah, that's one you like more if it's your nickname.
Yeah, like
the other one is more
like
poking some fun at Sir Charles.
Like nicknames supposed to sound cool when they are 100 yards away and you call their name out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, round mound of rebound. That don't sound cool.
No, it does
not.
not.
Sound cool at all.
No.
Hey, Sir Charles. There you go.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Did somebody call?
Yeah. Magic. The answer. Air Jordan. Like, that sounds good. Round mound of rebound. Just too much, man. It's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Too much.
One's more fun than the other, though.
Well, it depends on the situation. If you're making fun of them.
That also is true. The power poll is always fun to close things out here on Josh and Swain. There will be a statistical opportunity for the Vols tonight against the bottom team from the conference, Missouri 0-12 on the season in SEC play. So we have our top 3 double-double candidates for Tennessee. Swain, would you like to hit us with your list?
Do you need to give people a definition of a double-double? Because, not everybody's basketball fans.
That's right. 10 or more in a particular statistical category. For example, if you score 10 or more points and have 10 or more assists, that is a double-double.
Number 3, Josiah Jordan-James. Points, rebounds. Number 2, Zakai Ziegler. Points, assists. Number 1, Jonas Adu. Points and rebounds.
Well, we have an identical list, so I don't have anything else to add.
Finally.
Well,
you got it right.
It took me some time. All right. Well, who did we skip over there? Who did we just insult? Vescovy?
Really?
Could he have a 10-dish opportunity?
I was thinking more like rebounds, man. He's feisty. He's been really feisty, man, on the boards. Or maybe Awaka.
Awaka, if he gets more minutes.
Yeah, he gets more minutes.
The 10 boards can. That's probably who we overlooked. Yeah, the 10 boards can come
for sure.
in a hurry if he has the minutes.
Yep.
Awaka's the answer.
Yeah, for sure. So you can put Awaka in there if you want to be different and wrong.
I have an honorable mention.
Oh gosh.
To Tobe Awaka.
There you go.
Somebody's got to show him some love in this show.
There we go. Let's see who or how many players tonight will have a double-double for Tennessee. There will be at least 2.
The most important game of the season for Tennessee tips off tonight at 7 o'clock. The Vols getting ready for Missouri. The next game on the schedule before Texas A&M comes to town on Saturday. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. A court ruling is coming in short order. If it does between now and then, we will discuss. Thanks for hanging out with us. Joel Silverberg, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow at noon on Josh and Swain.
Mix a little sports analysis, pop culture, and great interviews, and you've got the Rich Eisen Show podcast.
Brian Windhorst here. Let's revisit the Lakers again.
All I can tell you is the Lakers are coming in under expectations right now. LeBron is 39. LeBron has an